Alright, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Audio's looking good, cameras are online, and I see pillars in the back. Welcome everyone to a feel-good Friday edition of Mukluk Streams. I am your charming, self-proclaimed yet still humble host Mukluk, and today we are going to be continuing our adventure through Pillars of Eternity 2. That might be the best I've ever timed that with the intro music. Yes, Zurin, he has chosen to join me today, so it is a Kitty stream. We have the Kitty. And found out that, yes indeed, we are actually doing DLC content. Yesterday we weren't sure, Oh my. Yesterday we just kind of ran into this area, and we were here for hours and hours. But this is the DLC. It is called Beast of Winter. It is aptly named. Let's see if we can grab this loot before those weird attacky storm things come back. Like that. Okay, this seems like not the... Ah, shoot. Great. Warden of Decay.
Can't get a clean hit.
What armor is Muck wearing? It was... we found it in this DLC area. It is Guardian's Plate. It was on a frozen woman, and we had to break her apart to get the armor off. It was very morbid. It has very high armor. It grants Spread of Chaos. If you're afflicted by any debuff, you get +5 to all defenses. And once per rest, you can immobilize yourself to increase your armor and freeze armor. And it continues to gain more abilities. Right now, I have to get hit with 37 more debuffs to gain the next skill. Also in this area, we got this crown that matches it. And we also got this icy shield that appears to match it. And the shield is also leveling up. The most notable ability it has is +2 to deflection every time the attacker misses. And it stacks up to 5 times. So very quickly I end up with +10 deflection, more than what I already have. And look, it's like his whole body's ice themed now too, because we're using the frostbite hatchet. So it's pretty rad.
Didn't work.
Really good set of gear. Oh shoot, that's no point out.
That hardly seems fair.
You know what? Can we? Is there? I looked before, but maybe I missed it. Is there any way to make it to where she will not cast mind control if there's only one enemy? Puppet Master. There's this vessel. Not charged. Let me see. Class resources, armor of target, concentration, distance. As affliction, as inspiration. No. Target. That doesn't really help. Yeah, really none of this is what I'm looking for. Can you prioritize by number of threats? Doesn't look like it.
Might as well be hitting the water. Useless.
Oh, she got interrupted. This thing is very sturdy. Oh, nice. The ogres are doing good damage.
That dog won't hunt. Don't let him behind
That
you.
dog won't hunt. Oh, the bird died.
Like flies.
Maya just ran in and rezzed it.
To lose another. You're mine.
None of the people are in danger of dropping right now, though. Alright. Let's get the loot and run.
I'll go on ahead.
Okay.
Slippery as an eel.
Oh, what? We spent a half hour fighting the dragon last night. I thought there was no more bosses. Wait, is that the god? That's the god! The voice of Remergond booms from within the beast of winter. Though the creature's mouth does not move, you hear the god's words and the groaning of the ice that surrounds you.
The creature is gone. Good. Give me the relic you hold. I will cleanse the stain from it.
How are you going to cleanse it?
I did not make a request.
Oh shit. The phylactery flies out of your hands and the beast snatches it from the air. The beast's eyes flash, a wisp of essence curls like smoke from the relic and it is lost to the void. He returns it to your waiting hands.
The force that held the dragon's lair intact is gone. Lost to the void as all things are. Now you stand within my innermost domain, a realm from which none may return.
I destroyed the dragon just as you asked. I kept my end of the bargain. You keep yours.
I cannot permit a soul that has felt the chill of the white void to leave this plane. But I would strike a compromise.
By the way, we're drinking the hard stuff today. It is Friday. Hey, Chris J, Master Agent, White Tiger, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? Everybody popping in.
You may return to the mortal realm in recompense for what you have done. But within you will bide my chime. And when you die, your soul will enter the white void.
I already carry Barath's chime.
Bareth will have no use for your chime once you've completed their task. And should you perish in the process, you will have no use for it in death.
So when I die, that's it? My soul won't return to the cycle?
My chime will ensure that your soul returns to the white void when you die.
This isn't what okay, so I have to say all of these. This isn't what I agreed to when I told you I'd take care of Nera Cyrillus.
This realm is governed by immutable laws, and I will not bend them to suit you. You have your choice. Accept my chime, or remain here.
Let's try the diplomacy option. I'm still a tool of the gods. Why destroy me now?
A tool has finite uses. Cast your eyes across my realm, and see what becomes of the gods' tools when they are through with them.
I'm not like them. I'm better. The gods need me.
For the moment. And when their favored tool no longer pleases them, what then?
I don't like this. I've learned better than to make deals with gods of death.
So be it.
The beast's eyes flash. It hefts its axe up high and slams it into the ground with a force that almost knocks you off your feet. A sharp crack rends the air. Oh, God.
The shadow comes to muddy.
Oh, no. Oh, no. How did you just get paralyzed? Alright, let's cast Watchful Presence. The reason I'm doing this is it has no duration. All it is a heal that procs when you get low health. So it'll just sit there, but I'll fight until it's needed. Okay, the last of the 3 little ghost ads is dead. Let's cast Devotions of the Faithful to increase our damage output.
Better try something else.
Why are you so... You don't have a dot or anything on you. You must have done direct damage to you.
That's how it's done.
Oh, wow, he just cleaved and killed, like, all those ogres.
Meant to do that.
You are a bit too close, girlfriend. Okay. All the gun-toting people, switch to that soul to get out. Okay. Long-range rifle girl, take out that shambling soul back there, please.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Alright, he's immune to ice. Let's try infestation of maggots. That's raw damage. Hey, Rockin', how's it going, buddy? Little Minotaur Rockin', this is a god. However, his health bar is dropping faster than the dragon that took me 27 minutes last night. Yeah, for anyone who missed the ending, I was like, this is my last attempt at like midnight. At 27 minutes later, I killed it, and I was like, oh my gosh. It was such a long, intensive fight.
Nothing's no good to me.
Okay, he resisted the maggots. Try it one more time. Resisted it twice, that's a shame. So this guy is your typical really slow but really hard-hitting person. Oh, what is that? I saw ice. Oh, he summoned the souls again. Okay. You three, switch to that. Bouncing Pain. Alright, now switch to that one. 27 minutes, that's outside your stamina mark. Hey, 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 hey. I have a few good days a year. Thank you very much. When I eat all my fruits and vegetables. Alright, you guys are standing a little close. Back up. He's almost down to a quarter. Let's summon the lightning. Alright, let's do the free heal.
Right between the eyes.
Let's do another one of the damage buffs. We got one left.
Just giving them a...
Oh, she's going for the mind control. Can she get one of these? Nice! She mind controlled two of the souls. They're attacking him now. Yo, I think we're gonna one-shot the god.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Oh, birdie down. That's fine, that's fine. Now what? Now what? Trying to get me to sell my soul a second time. I ain't bitch made.
Bright blue liquid drips
Victory's
from
riches.
the beast's wounds. Gobs of spit fall from its mouth. As you watch, a piece of its rotting carcass tumbles to the floor.
The only vegetables you get are on a pizza. They still count. I actually had a mixed green salad today. It was horrible. Only fruits come in the forms of gummy candy. Oh, that's not true. I get fruits with Trick cereal. You've gained Frost Fur Mantle. This was put into your stash. Oh, it's a cloak. +3 Intimidate and grants Soul Infused. While afflicted, the wearer's defenses are increased by 5. Oh, that again. Cool.
The howling winds resolve into deep, resounding laughter that echoes within your ribs.
You do amuse, Watcher. The others have that much right.
The beast's eyes glow.
Oh, he just
The
healed.
light flickers, then strengthens, and the creature's wounds slowly knit themselves together. The beast stands without effort, and a cyclone of snow rises behind it. The storm grows, crackling like a bivouac, and a howl rises with it. With a feather-light touch, the storm bears you upwards toward a shimmering tear in the sky.
Oh. So, yeah, okay,
Through the
okay.
tear, you catch a flickering.
He's letting me leave now.
Vaguely recognize as the altar of decline. Remergond expels you from his realm.
Why are you such a jerk? Okay, you know what? He's expelling me. He's letting me leave. He's made it clear that he's toying with me. I'm just gonna say nothing.
The cyclone thrusts you through the portal.
Nice.
And back into your body. Your limbs are stiff, having suffered the frigid winds of the breach for quite some time.
Oh, that's right. That was our souls we were controlling. Our bodies are actually, like, kneeling down outside. The stream seems choppy. Mega choppy? Oh. Hold on just a second. Let me check my task manager. CPU is running very high. Why? Hold on. Let me close. Why are you at 100% CPU? Shoot! Hang on. Thank you for telling me. Give me just a minute. The streaming software is currently taking between 30 and 40% of my CPU, and I'm not sure why. This is not normal. Dude, I have only essential programs open right now. Literally, it's like Pillars of Eternity 2, 50% of my CPU. Streamlabs, almost 50% of the CPU. That's it. Okay, if it's getting... Alright, so I guess it passed. I don't know why it's doing that. This just goes back to my need for a new CPU, I guess. Damn.
Rime grows across the breach, bolstered by the frigid winds of the beyond. Soon, the heavy coating of ice has covered the portal entirely, though faint glimmers of light still shine beneath its surface. You can no longer sense the tug of the white void. The breach is closed at last.
Yay! Did we just beat this DLC? We were basically doing this, we didn't realize it yesterday, but we were doing the Beast of Winter DLC all day yesterday. Okay, please do. Okay, that's weird. Pillars of Eternity... Okay, no, now it went back up. During the loading screen, Pillars of Eternity 2 went from 50% CPU usage down to like 15, and then went back up to 50. As you return to your corporeal form, you feel a strong pulse of essence from the Eye of Rimergond. The blue jewel seems to pull on the Vitmoth, dragging forth essence from that craw of entropy. The energy swirls around you, then condenses, solidifying into the gear you found in the beyond. Though composed of frigid, entropic essence-given form, the equipment seems as solid as any other arms or armor. I didn't even think about that. At least as long as you keep the Eye of Rimergond near at hand. Huh. So let's see that cape that we... Okay, hold on. We found this dragon necklace in there. This necklace grants rightful vengeance. Buffs you when your party members die. No thanks. And we got the cape. What is his cape? For deflection. And this is 5 to all defenses, but only when you're afflicted. Let's do that. Let's just give this guy the whole snowy set. Looks like a little Dark Souls character. Okay, what about the rest of you? You're... Okay, yeah, keep that. Keep that. Okay, I think they're all fine. Alright.
Suits me, don't you think?
So... Escape the White Void. Probably just run out of here. Oh, yeah, go directly back to Harbinger's Watch. So, I stumbled across something today at work. I was Googling to see if the if what we were doing was DLC content. And it is DLC content. And also the false prophet guy, the guy with the horns, he can join your party as a party member, and I didn't realize that before.
You returned, Dusk Speaker. Harbinger's watch shuddered as if wounded. What occurred at the Veetmouth?
I entered the void and let's see. Let's say the dragon's not coming back. That's all you need to know.
Fair enough, I suppose. But what of the Veetmouth?
The portal's closed. Your iceberg's not going to grow anymore. In time, it'll probably melt. A dozen hooded heads droop in defeat. You can almost hear your own heartbeat in the silence.
Then we have time.
The priest raised his bandaged face towards the cloud-thickened sky.
Remergund has not finished with us, brothers and sisters. We must prepare the way, for winter always returns.
Gatherbot, Muckluck Twitch, wait 10 seconds before doing that? Before doing what? Alright, let me talk to that guy and see if he can still join the party. Oh, wow, there's a bunch of loot over here. Wait 10 seconds before doing what, Tiger? I tell you, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Is this guy back in his secret room?
Yes.
Okay, I guess I missed my opportunity. Apparently early on, when you can like strong arm him into coming with you, that's how you make him become a party member, so I guess it's too late. He's like a priest, or there's two priest hybrid options. The bot is threatening you? Oh. Dude, I thought you meant the chat bot that was saying, "What a free sub to the channel?" I thought you meant that. So were you like spamming chat that told you to calm down or something? Because that's Twitch, that's not me. I don't have control over how often you can type. Alright guys, we beat one of the DLCs. Before I kill your family, Jesus. I constantly feel I'm playing like Warcraft 2, because I remember when I played Warcraft 2, I'd get like a gyrocopter and I would do this around the edge of the map to open it up. Can you use shift commands on the boat? No, you can't. If you hold shift, it doesn't let you give commands. What? Traveling without food. Oh, wait, I've got food, hang on. Here, friggin' 121 fruit, lots of water. Let's friggin' go. Oh. Nice. Can I go ashore there? Nope, I gotta go around. Oh, no. I accidentally went into a storm once before, it was awful. Oh my gosh, it's blocking the landing point. I can't go ashore. Alright, I gotta remember to go back to that island. Damn, Tiger. Damn, that's definite feel-good Friday material. Holy crap. But I'm sure you want your kitties spared, right, Tiger? Save the kitties. What do we got here? You stand on the forecastle, gazing out at clear skies and gentle seas. The chattering of your crew darkens, adopting an ominous tone. Gathered at the starboard railing, they peer out at the sea. By the gods, Arena mutters, the surface of the sea swells. An enormous glowing shape is surfacing. Identify. I'm gonna hope this is perception? Oh, it's survival. Luckily, I picked the same person. Maya watches the growing glow. Must be a resplendent phantom, big glowing whale. Good eating, or so they say. A long, pale creature breaks the surface of the water. Its skin is translucent and freckled with phosphorescence, and you can make out the ghostly outlines of luminous organs beneath it. The creature rolls slowly, staring back at you with a glowing blue eye. The nerve behind it is as long as a halyard. Eld Angram smiles. This one is young still. Thoughts, crew? Arena leans over the railing. Plenty of meat on the beast. A prize like that could feed us for days. With the captain's permission, Arena smiles hopefully. The others murmur eager assent. Chitupek grins fiercely. A quarry worthy of the Lord of the Hunt. Let's have some excitement, Captain. Nodding, Arena smiles. I feel like its parents are going to chase us to the end of the earth for this, but sure. Grab your spears, prepare for a hunt. Chitupek whoops happily as Arena snaps out a salute. The crew rush off to lower the skiff, their oars churn in the water. Maya rolls her eyes. Oh, she doesn't like animal cruelty. Harpoon in hand, Chitupek leaps from the skiff, using the downward momentum to drive the weapon into the beast's flesh. The creature thrashes, its tail slapping Chitupek from its back into the water, so he got injured. The line from the harpoon to the skiff goes taut as the whale drags the skiff along. It hauls the skiff in a wide circle around the ship, knocking against the hull and nearly yanking Rum-Dum Regier's arm from the socket. Still, you feel the creature's strength begin to wane. Several hours later, Arena deems it safe to leap aboard the beast. With a few swift swings of a hatchet, the sailor severs the beast's spinal cord. 18 hours Rum-Dum Regier got dragged around by this thing. That guy gets a raise. Not really, but I'll think about it. Rockin', watching from the future. Your crew ropes up the beast and lashes it to the side of the ship. They strip rich, fatty meat from its corpse and prepare it for storage. That evening, you share one of the finest meals you've ever enjoyed. The beast meat is surprisingly tender and sweet. Morale gain 10. You gain 40 Mohora meat. Crew gains experience, sailor rank, Mayodal gains a rank, mother rank. Okay, cool. I get the burps because I'm drinking soda. Who got injured? This guy got injured. Are any of you cannoneers? Not really. Alright, well, you watch the cannon while this guy heals, I guess. Should I tell you what happens in 2 hours? Dude, I freaking once saw, it was a tweet or something, this... I'm sorry, dumb woman posted, and she was like, I just heard that China is like a day ahead of us. Why didn't they warn us about 9/11? They could have said something. Like, if you're an adult already, you're a lost cause. You hear a knock at the door to your quarters. You're not long at sea when Chitupek appears at your door, wiping away sweat with a rag. This guy just took a whale fin to the spine, didn't he? Begging your pardon, Captain, we've been at sea a while now, but you've not been in a state fit for speaking for most of it. The sailor glances over his shoulder, then back to you. If this crew is going to be taking your orders, you might want to make a proper introduction. Let everyone know what you're about. Dude, I'm level 15. You guys have been with me for ages. Do I have something to worry about? No, Captain, it's just tradition, and the sociable thing to do. Gather and address the crew. This is weird. He calls the crew together on deck. The small group of sailors hang languidly from the rigging, perch on crates, and sit against the rails. Their eyes turn to you as you stride onto the deck. Welcome aboard the Defiant, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Muckluck, your captain. Glad to have you, Captain, Oswald cries, eliciting nods from several other crew members. Beudel smiles at you from crossed arms, and Eld Ingram claps lightly. I know I slept through the trip out here, but now that I'm awake, the fun can start. Oswald chuckles. I don't suppose that means it's our turn for a nap. You're awake rarely enough as it is, Oswald, don't you think? Beudel fires back. The crew laughs. Morale gained 1. Rumdum Regeer steps forward. Pardon me for asking, Captain, but what exactly is the ship's mission to the Deadfire? Are you... I feel like this was supposed to happen at, like, level 5. We're after God's damn plunder and booty. Alright. Aethys leaves a trail of destruction and despair in his wake. It's up to us to set things right. She crosses her arms. I am not about to go against my god, but I can't... Wait, she? Who? Is that Shodi? But it can't hurt to alleviate any suffering that inadvertently results from his mission of stomping across people. Eld Ingram whispers a prayer but nods all the same. Chichipek steps forward. To good work done well and coin fairly earned. Oswald cheers and the other maids smile and nod. 1 morale gained. The crew split up, return to their duties as the ship, your ship, sails on, slicing through the bright blue waters of the Deadfire. Okay, I really feel like this was supposed to happen, like, 10 levels ago. Like, we're a sizable percentage through the game right now. Alright, can we land on this island? Nope, it's still blocking that island. What a punk. The Windless Waste, XP earned 800. New play. Yes, this is my first playthrough of Pillars of Eternity 2, Master Agent. It's a really good game so far. What is going on here? What is this? Is this a town? I don't... Is this DLC, maybe? Huh. Well, I will, I'll look back at that later. I don't really feel like going through a whole town right now. You're on the deck of your ship and the crew turns their attention towards you. You stand astride the stern castle, gazing across the deck of the Defiant and out on the sea beyond when a Midnight approaches. There's a problem, Captain. Eld Ingram's been helping themselves to extra rations of grog on account of their injuries. The whole crew knows and nobody's happy about it. Lost 10 drink. What would you do in my place, Emini? I suppose most captains would lash Ingram. Stealing from ship stores is bad for everyone. Let's go deal. Wait, hold on. Ask Eld Ingram about the situation. You locate Ingram below decks and demand to know why the sailor took extra grog. By way of answer, Ingram unwraps the bandages from around the wound, displaying the ragged red flesh and purple skin. It hurts worse than anything, Captain. Drink's the only thing that makes it bearable. Let's deal with this. There's a bluff option. Publicly chastise Ingram, then sneak him grog. Haul the thief to the deck. You have Ingram hauled on deck, making it clear you have no more, that he'll have no more grog, and if you catch him filching again, he'll skip straight past lashes to keel hauling. I don't even know what that means. By the time you finish, Ingram quakes in terror, and most of the rest of the crew has paled too. Later, you sneak Ingram a flask, warning him to keep the show of generosity quiet, lest you be forced to make an example of him. While you overhear a few grumbled complaints about the lack of maritime justice, most of your crew seems content with your decision, and the tension melts away over the next few days. Morale lost 4. Oh shit. So I'm guessing those events just happen when you've been going through the ocean for like X amount of time. They don't seem to be related to like hitting certain spots of the water. Is this storm ever gonna freaking move? Like, it's blocking the landing area. Most of the storms I've seen are drifting around. That one's just like staying in one spot. The Black Isles, XP earned 900. Ooh, derelict ship. Oswald stands outside your cabin looking like someone who's lost a bet. Captain, you best come topsides. The ship on the horizon looks derelict. Oswald leads you to the forecastle where a small gaggle of hands have gathered. Pawing a holy symbol, Arena points towards port. It's a bad omen, Captain. We should give them over to the Lady of Lament or there'll be trouble, mark my words. Lady of Lament? Goddess of the Oceans. We don't even know if they're dead, much less what fills their holds, and you want to sink them? The ship in question lists upon the waves its sails pulled in. Topping the mast is a green flag, the symbol of a ship carrying disease. You see no movement on desk. I tried to correct myself and I said it wrong a second time. On deck. Address the ship's surgeon. Your thoughts, Engram? That ship is a hazard, Captain, and not just to anyone who comes across it. Not to tell your business, but I'd advise sinking it before someone gets it in their head to board it. You know what? This game is pretty, like, punishing when it comes to, like, consequences of decisions. So like, in most other games, I would board the ship, heal through whatever damage is on there from the disease, and then get the damage. And then get the loot. But I'm going to sink it. Arena chants an Andrite dirge while the cannoneers ready their guns. As the song rises in volume, the Defiant fires a volley that hits the derelict right at the waterline. After the ship has vanished into the depths, the crew return to their duties with quiet conviviality. Gained morale, lost 2 ammo. Some people leveled up from that. Yeah, we got the kitty cam. Why not keep the kitty cam? People seem to like it. I got it on a hotkey, so when he jumps down, I can turn it off so you guys don't have to just stare at my crotch. You know what would be terrible is if they were just trying to recover and they were all like asleep in their hold or something and I'm just like blasting them. Alright. So far since we started this stream, I've been zigzagging right here, like unpainting all this. What's a quest that we can do? We finished Beast of Winter. Speak to Atsura in the Brass Citadel. Okay, we got 2 quests to go to Nekataka. So let's head north and kind of skirt the edge of the fog to shave it down a bit and head to Nekataka. Ah, see, there's one of the moving storms. 2 of your crew members playing a game in the hold. You're examining cargo in the hold when the sound of whispers and muted laughter draws you deeper into the darkness. You peer around a crate just as a dagger whips by, embedding itself in a crate behind you. Hylia's feathered tits! Serena takes a step back, palms open. Sorry, I didn't think anyone would be down here, least of all you, Captain. With less than impressive subtlety, M&I pockets a second dagger. Whatever, just don't put a dagger through anything we might want to sell later. Understood, sir. We'll be careful. As you make your way back through the hold, the sound of daggers thudding into wood resumes. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Play your knives game, just don't break my stuff. And don't kill me. Hylia's feathered tits. Bone Zone. We've been to that island. Alright, Nekataka, let's go. Yeah, it was. Alright. Imperial Command. Wait. I think we needed to go to Imperial Command. There's clearly more docks over there. Why didn't we use those docks? Do you guys hear about the newest drama with Fallout 76? That it was... God. So to recap, since Fallout 76 came out, there was a patch where it was uninstalling itself just randomly.
That will do, I say.
So people would have to reinstall like the mini, like 30, 40 gigabyte game. Then there was a patch where it would not uninstall. People could not get it off their computer. Then there was the bag. The people that paid $200 for the collector's edition, and the canvas bag came and it was like a garbage bag. And then they were like, oh, sorry, we'll give you 500 atoms, which is $5 of in-game currency, which, funny enough, is not enough money to buy the in-game canvas bag. Then, 2 days ago, it was revealed that through a bug in the ticketing system, you could see other players' personal information. Like, anybody could, look at anybody else's personal information if they knew what to click. It's like that game needs an exorcism. Yes, the Outer Worlds trailer does look good. And because Obsidian made it, I will be putting that game in my eye holes. She looks up briefly from a desk cluttered with pages and diagrams. Her brow is creased and both her left hand and her wooden right are stained with ink. She's the picture of distraction.
You'll be pleased to know our work at Sayuka is proceeding as planned.
Steal a glance at her desk. You see notes written in some kind of coded shorthand and diagrams that mean nothing. Okay, where's the people I need to talk to? Fleet Master Wakoyo. Where's that person? And speak to Atsura. So Atsura is somewhere here. This is Imperial Command where we are right now. That's Saborme. Is that Sura downstairs? I guess so. Alright, let's head downstairs. 10 out of 10 watch, but that... Dude, the comment section under the Outer Worlds trailer was so funny. Like, when it said, from the original creators of Fallout, there's a picture of someone putting it into Google Translate, and underneath, it says, the original creators of Fallout, and it translates to, go fuck yourself, Bethesda.
Guy from 200 feet away.
There was one where someone was like, I didn't know that rape was legal to post on YouTube. Because it said, from the original content creators. They worded it in the barely legal way that they could put that. Because their company didn't make Fallout, but it's the people that did. Atsura folds his hands and cocks his head, watching you like an especially thoughtful bird of prey. He waits several seconds before speaking.
I must thank you most humbly for your help. You've rendered Okaya and all of us a great service.
Okaya reported you might have a job for me?
Oh, indeed.
His eyes flash and an eager smile creeps along his face.
A great injustice plagues the archipelago, and we have an opportunity to end it. A thriving slave trade disrupts the Deadfire. I've determined that it's being run from the island known as Crookspur.
You must have known this for a while. He considers his answer, canting his head to one side.
It is not news to us. But action without proper planning is as bad as inaction. Slavers sow chaos wherever they ply their unsavory business. They uproot communities, disrupt trade, and attract the vilest criminals.
So, our house has 2 floors, Rockin'. He's been here since Sunday. He's never been to the second floor. Once he gets more than halfway from this side of the house on the lower floor, he gets super shy and then goes running backward under a sofa or something. Now I could pick him up and carry him up there, but no, I haven't. Now, currently when I go to bed, I put him not yet. Currently when I go to bed, because he was not potty trained for the first 4 days, I would put him in the bathroom, which has a bed, a litter box at one end, and food and water at the other end. And I would close the door in there, and then I'd get him out in the morning, so that he would train. And I think he's been trained, because he's not had any accidents since 2.5 days ago. In the middle of the stream.
Unfortunately, they've been allowed to operate here for years.
What do you mean allowed? He glances at you through hooded eyes, a sneaky grin playing at his lips. He quickly suppresses it.
Why, if the Juana had marshaled their forces, the slaver problem never would have reached this extent.
Oh, he's blaming the Juana. He spreads his hands in an innocuous gesture as though this should be obvious.
That it has is a failure we must lay at the feet of the Kahanga royals.
How do you figure that?
Allow me to illustrate.
He brings his hands together and clears his throat.
2,000 years ago, our people began the conquest of Rawatai. The land was new to us. Many of its inhabitants were better equipped.
He tenses his fingers and raises his eyebrows.
But we overcame them. We were unified where they were scattered, and we were not content to huddle in cliff caves and subsist. We were determined to make a better life for ourselves.
Sounds like you stole land and livelihood from a lot of people.
Were we less deserving of these things simply because we arrived later?
A hint of anger flares in his voice and flashes in his eyes.
Besides, the country we built was stronger, with roads, irrigation, and weather guards. For us, as well as the people, we organized.
He blinks, quickly collecting himself, and forges ahead.
I am merely pointing out that it is difficult for fragmented, transient tribes to maintain control over their territory.
He steals another quick glance at you.
Is it not noble and just to end this scourge, especially if the Juana cannot? We must end the slaver threat.
Be straight with me. What does this have to do with the Rawatai? Finally, he nods.
Rawatai has interests in a stable Deadfire, and in earning the favor of our Juana brethren. The slavers threaten both goals.
He pauses and watches you, placid and unblinking. When he seems satisfied he's answered your question, he continues.
Go to the slaver outpost on Crookspur and kill Master Kua, the ringleader. His associates should scatter.
He marks a spot on your map and looks back up at you.
As much as I would like to send our forces to fight the good fight alongside you, I'm afraid that would only cause trouble in other quarters.
He sighs dramatically.
Especially since some of the slavers operate legally and with the blessing of certain Valian officials.
Hey, I never said I wasn't a hypocrite, White Tiger. He tilts his head toward you and gives you a knowing look.
However, I have it on good authority that the slavers have made enemies of the Wahaki. They may be willing to help you, if they don't take your head off first.
He shrugs, suggesting this is only a tiny inconvenience.
The Wahaki congregate on an island called Ori Okoiki. It means cursed land of corpses.
His mouth twists in a sardonic grin as he marks it on your map.
They are suspicious of outsiders, so approach them with caution, if at all. What's important is that you rid us of the slavers on Crookspur.
White Tiger, the little skull badge that subs have on my channel, I thought about having the 1 year one look like Aizen's skull. Like, you know, the glowing red eye, the ridiculous anime glow coming out of one eye. Thought about it. Again, I fear copyright greatly, but I thought about it. Slavers will never know what hit them.
I'm counting on that.
Alright, farewell. Okay. Can't steal that, there's people there. Alright, now somewhere outside is someone who gave us a bounty we can turn in. Now I got 5.5 more months before I really have to worry about that, but after the last badge that an affiliate has access to is the 1 year badge. Oh shoot, really? Oh, what a pain. I'm gonna have to go into Imperial Command upper and then out on the other side. here. And then we need to go turn in the head for the bounty.
The Juana have done well in this.
What is the name of the person? That's not it. That's not it. Fleet Master Wakoyo.
Violet, you must concede that.
They were before they gave their territory to the Valians.
Forget that I spoke.
That's some ammo. Where is Fleet Master? Oh, Fleet Master's office. Yeah, probably in there. Do you like Diablo-like games? Yes. Yes, big yes. I've played Diablo, its illegal expansion Hellfire, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, their expansions. Diablo 3 is simply just not really seeing new content in ages. Path of Exile. Path of Exile had a new patch today. If I was sure that my audience enjoyed it, I would consider playing that right now, but I don't know if they would. Torchlight. I mean, big yes. Folding his arms, Takehu opens his mouth to speak, but stops himself. He bites his lower lip and regards Maya thoughtfully.
Stop acting like a fish out of breath and say what's on your mind already.
You playing with my knee. Say nothing.
The dignity of the tribes runs through your blood, I say. But you disrespect our people at every turn.
Wait, what? I thought he was about to flirt with her. Takehu stares Maya down. She meets his gaze with a slow nod. Maya rolls her eyes.
Someone told me the Water Shapers controlled their emotions better than this. Guess they were off.
Takehu worries one of his hairs between two fingers.
If what I say disturbs you, ask yourself why before you paint me as the hypocrite.
Let them fight.
All the powers of Aora have rallied against us. Akera, it is a disgrace that one of our own should join them at the vanguard.
I can't decide if you're upset because I'm some kind of race traitor or because the Juana are an embarrassment to these isles.
Ooh. Let them fight.
While we stand around wasting all this time, a god probably just stepped on Fish Boy's village.
Maya folds her arm and chuckles, but a dawning realization stops her.
Wait, Takehu, I didn't mean...
Covering his mouth, Takehu turns away and squeezes his eyes shut, stifling a sound of anguish that rises from his throat. A shadow passes over Takehu's skin, and his hair begins to drip ink. What starts as a trickle increases in volume until steady black rivulets cascade down his neck and shoulders like a wall of tears. That's disgusting. I've never seen this happen before. You alright?
I'm fine.
He speaks into his hand, avoiding your gaze.
It's just ink. Normally, I am able to control it. But in times like these...
He gestures into the distance, silently pleading for a change of topic as he chokes back something unsaid. Maya frowns, but does not speak up. Okay. That's why I asked you could do Path Saturdays. Still think the content gotten too much in Path is not as good in the games it used to be. Dude, this is the third or fourth major content patch that Path of Exile has released this year. I will give them props. They are churning stuff out.
Don't mention it.
Like, credit where it's due, they are just spitting out new material like crazy.
Clear skies.
Alright, you don't have to worry about a Scylla wave skipper anymore.
Pirates are adept at scattering when threatened. But this makes planting your boot on the neck of a straggler all the sweeter.
Okay, money, experience.
I would keep my privateer busy. You will speak to me when you are ready for work, yes?
What bounties you got?
Your target is Radolf, a Valian captain and seeker of lost ruins. There is no wicked length he would not go to plunder the dignity of these isles.
I'll take it.
My confidence swells to hear of this, Captain. Radolf commands the galleon Goldbell.
A galleon?
And seeks for ruins
That's a big
east
boat.
of Nekataka, on the southwestern tip of the Kua-Orokuhu island chain.
Alright. Step back outside. But I did think about possibly playing a different game like one day a week or something. Something that's a little more popular to help with channel growth or something like that, but I've been trying to think about what that might be. I mean, I want to stick to stuff within one genre so I don't alienate people. Because, let me give you an example. I also enjoy RTS games, StarCraft 2, They Are Billions, or the latest two, that I'm interested in. But if I just suddenly was playing if I played StarCraft 2 tonight, I mean, I'm sure some of you would be like, I'm not interested in this, I don't want to watch this. You know, and my charm can only carry your lack of interest in the game so far. So I try to stick to one genre when I stream and play other stuff off stream if I want to play something else. Okay. Where are we going? Kilveen, sailing the Reckless, far east of Nekataka. Alright, leave town. So, I actually, pretty often, but today, in fact, I was listening to some YouTube videos about, like, you know, tips for new streamers and stuff like that. And even though I've been doing this 6 months, I still consider myself a fairly new streamer. And one of them was, like, if you're playing something like Fortnite, even if it's just, there's tons of people on Fortnite, and you really love it, you know, people aren't going to notice you because you're down now on page 200. And if you're playing something like that, what you want to do is at least one day a week play a game that has a decent player base or a viewer base and is less popular to possibly meet more people. Is this a hostile ship? Harangi? I'm looking for Reckless. Okay. Rock Stomper Rodel. Oh, I can zoom out a little bit more. That makes things easier. Oh yeah, thank you. Let's fix that right now. Yeah, no, there we go. Good eye. Daddy dating Simmer Doki Doki? No. I don't want. Alright, I'm gonna save the game. Let's see what this fight is. Mighty fine sea shanties? I know, right? There was actually it was in the DLC section, but it's like a free download to just get all the sea shanties. Oh, this is just 100% a fight. The end. Boo! Alright, chill fog on everyone, both for the damage and for the blinding component. And then infestation of maggots. Got a few of them. Oh, we are wrecking. And no one's health is even dipping. Oh, they got one ironclad construct in there. Oof. That guy doesn't like ogres. Alright, just the construct is all that's left. We need water, you have alcohol. Hey, they actually get more
Can't get a clean
morale from alcohol. Celeste? I don't know that... Goofball just hit his head on the desk. I don't never heard of Celeste, I don't think. Cuphead looks like something that would tax me like Dark Souls did.
Naturally.
Is that it for this area? Nothing else here? I guess that's it. Just one big fight. Alright. Highest viewer 11 on Celeste. And that's on a Friday night. It's weird. Sometimes Friday nights are busier for viewership, and sometimes they're quieter because people are out doing stuff. Try hooking up a DS4 controller and use my Steam layout? For this game? Dude, I don't own any... I have not played any game that used a controller, like, hardly in my life, other than when I'm at a friend's house. I was pretty much not allowed to grow up with consoles, so I'm keyboard and mouse through and through. Oh, much needed water for the troops. Abandoned village, I'm guessing we can scour it. 12 fire kelps, cloak of protection, rice, fire kelp. Alright, so lots of food-ish stuff. Alright, that it for this island? Okay. Subnautica got a bit... What? I've been waiting on Subnautica's, shoot, what is it called? The... It's like the Arctic Zone or something like that that's coming out. I mean, you're not talking about that, are you? Like, I think that's going to be their next paid-for thing. Flamewalker Vasali? Alright, salvage, fire kelp, ring, loaf, svef. Alright, Flamewalker Vesali. That's still coming soon. Okay, that's what I thought. Subnautica is another game I streamed. I actually gained a lot of followers during the very... Like, it took me 4 streams to beat Subnautica. And I gained a lot of followers during just those 4 streams. But, of course, after that, I went back to other RPG content, which is very different from Subnautica.
My eyes are peeled.
I don't know how many of those people stuck around.
Can't hide from me. You were saying that dog won't hunt.
Alright, so let's do Chill Fog.
Hogwash!
Alright. And maggots. Oh wow, tank's actually taking some hits, guys.
Can't get a clean hit.
Let's bring you down here, and then bring the thunder.
Didn't work.
We mind controlled a greater flame breath. Greater flame blight.
Let's go.
Come on, kill one of these things. Ooh, I just saw level up over Muck. Nice. Alright, so Muck just used one of his lay on hands. Finish this flame bat off, please. Thank you.
That hardly seems fair.
Alright, let's put this on the tank and the other pets over there. This is just druid regeneration. It's a we all things like Soft. Fixed most of the bad bugs in X4 getting up to 1.3. Watched about 3 hours today. Yeah, I really enjoyed Subnautica. I've played through the whole Subnautica game, I think, 3 times. Like once normally, then once on hardcore, and then once streaming it much later on after I started streaming. Oh, there's 2 more level ups. This stuff's very sturdy, but I think we're in a comfortable spot. Maya just knocked it back. Knocked this thing back. Alright, hold on. Pause. You all kill this flame blight.
Right between the eyes. Quick, toss me something else.
Are these things? Yeah, no, fire works on them. Fire doesn't work on a flame blight, but fire does work on these snakes. Oh, she mind controlled the Naga archer. Naga, please! Please help us! Maya did the knockback. Oh, they mind controlled again. Alright, everyone, I have to manually hit to attack because it's on our side technically right now. Mortal Kombat 11 next year, maybe you should push it. No. Now that's a genre I'm no good at, is like the, you know, side-scrolling action fighting game, you know, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, stuff like that. You're not gonna see me doing that. Now there is a guy that I used to work with, he recently got a new job, but a friend of mine, he helps host like Street Fighter tournaments for big events. So I've seen quite a bit of it and hear quite a bit of it through him. Alright. Oh, we got a new tier, y'all. We get 1 new power for both classes. Plus 50% action speed with summoned creature spells, 10% resistance to spells, 10% crit damage. 12% of damage dealt is returned as healing, so this gives life stealing to the party. Resistance to int and perception afflictions. Powers allies, killing was one of the effective extend the duration. So synced thy biting winds, O Eldneri. Foe target plus 4 jump targets. Oh, it's kind of like Chain Lightning, but it's ice. Champion brave the horde alone. Chanter fills himself with frantic energy, granting energized. 5 might, 2 pen, attacks interrupt on a crit. What Ronaka found. Summon 2 dank spores. These are they're like ciphers. They mind control things. Face your foes. We can upgrade the ogres so that they do AoE damage. We're probably going to do that. Get better ogres. Like I said, I was probably using the wrong word. Alright, liberating extra. Okay, what do we got here? Crest crit damage, spell resistance. 25% chance to gain 1 zeal on scoring a kill, but that means he has to get the healing below. Hastening, command an ally to increase their pace during combat. Liberating command, hostile effects suspended, grants the quick inspiration in addition to steadfast. Steadfast inspiration upgraded to resolute. You know, I think it might be time to finally get him resurrection. Like I've never having a problem where the tank's dying first. So let's get him res. Oh gosh, this really doesn't matter at this stage of the game. Alright. Okay, let's see. Do we need to change your AI because we changed the name of the spell? Herald. Yep, we do. for they do enjoy stomping on your head. Okay. Alright, Maya. Mechanics, survival. She also got a new tier. Bonded Fury. Ranger calls out to their animal companion, inspiring a primal rage within them, and granting them several powerful inspirations for an extended time. They get 5 might, 2 perception, 5 con, 2 armor, 5 dex, 100% stride, 5 perception, 50% of graces are converted to hits, 5 acute, 1 to all power levels, 5 resolve, and con for 30 seconds. Whirling strikes, the range this is melee. Twin shot, form a ranged primary attack that shoots 2 projectiles at once. When a ranger or their companion are knocked out, the partner suffers the normal effects of bonded grief, but becomes filled with focused rage for a short duration. While affected, they gain nimble and tenacious. +1 to maximum empower points. Bonded Fury seems nice. I mean, it would help the bird stop dying. Honestly, Wounding Shot is pretty bleh. I could stop using this and use Bonded Fury. Oh, I get 2 skills? Let's get this thing. Let's get Vengeful Grief. Once again, something that doesn't really matter. She's gonna be using the gun. Alright, cool. So she's higher now. Let me take a look at this. So she's got 10 bond now. Alright, let's change Wounding Shot to... Oh wow, we never even upgraded to Accurate Wounding Shot. Whoops. Bonded Fury, which requires 3. So let's do at least 3 bond. And Bonded Fury lasts for 30 seconds. So we need to give it a 30-second cooldown. Alright. I think that'll work. Always true. At least 3 bond. We want to keep at least 2 bond for Revive Companion. So, Ranger, at least 2 bond. Oh, wait, no, at least 3. No, wait, 2, 5. We need to change it to 5, because this thing has a cost of 5. Alright. Okay, let's tap that quick save button and level up Shodi. Arcana, Religion skills. What did she get? Symbol of Aethys. Foe target. Okay, so boosts the defenses of all allies in a big area and burns all enemies in a big area. Crowns for the Faithful. Crowns allies in the glory of the priest god, imbuing all allies in the area of effect with insightful, smart, and steadfast inspirations. Dismissal, destroy a spirit or vessel creature below the priest level. Spirit and vessel creatures equal to or greater than priest level take raw damage. Hand of Weal and Woe. Priest calls forth the beam of light that heals allies and burns enemies caught in the ray. The ray lasts for 10 seconds. That seems pretty sweet. Let's try that out. Oh, she gets 2 skills this level. Let's see, 5 perception, 5 int, 5 resolve. Manifest an aura that shocks any enemies near them. What's the... Is this just 1 time? That's pretty bad if it's just 1 time. Alright, let's get the crown then. Alright, once again, this decision does not really matter that much, because... yeah. A rod, I guess. So I think a rod is her backup weapon. Okay. So she's got the next tier of magic. Quick save, let's level Lens up. Explosive expert, metaphysics expert. And... what am I gonna do with her? What am I gonna do with you? She just spells. I don't know if it's gonna be better or not. Let's try summoning the Drake. Let's see if that's better than the Whelps. Alright, Cypher. Mind Plague was amazing in the first game. Disintegration. 240 raw damage over 15. That's also awesome. Resistance, accuracy, crit. Let's get... oh man, I really want 2 things. I want Mind Plague and I want Disintegration. I'm so greedy. It's a lot of damage if it hits, but it might not hit. Accuracy versus Fortitude. Accuracy versus Will. Alright, and this requires 60 focus. Once again, I think this person's backup weapon is a rod for when we're fighting stuff immune to bullets, so we'll just do that. Alright, so let's try this out. Let's go to her AI menu. And go to Lens. And let's change this to the Drake. But if it's a vessel... and the reason I put vessel is the robots that are immune... are you okay? He just hit his head again. The vessels that are... a lot of vessels are immune to fire. And so I put, if it's a vessel, use the summoned skeletons instead. So, because they do physical damage, obviously. Let's see, race, not vessel, 15, okay. And let's change Puppet Master to use Mind Plague. And see about that. Target is vessel, use Eye Strike. Alright. Okay, and lastly, Takehu. Alchemy, Insight, new Chanter level, as we just experienced. Fill self with frantic energy. What is Takehu's special thing? Not one foe was spared of Myra's wrath. Hits a target and 4 foe jump targets for electric damage. Tremendous bolts of electricity that arcs directly to a single target and then jumps between several nearby enemies. Others in the area of effect are not harmed by the arcane lightning. So it only hits enemies. 9 penetration. Might have to start using that. Alright, don't really need song. Crit damage is nice. Resistance to spells is nice. Alright. Let's get more crit damage. Can you not take... no, it will not allow me to do that. At the levels where you're a multi-class and you get one druid point and 1 chanter point, if you look... I had to pick 1 here, and see now it says 0, and then I get 1 here. It says choose ability for both classes, so it does not let you dump them all into 1. Watery Double creates a liquid copy of the druid that can cast a small set of low-level spells. He got Water Clone no Jutsu, guys! That's awesome! That is so cool! Oh, that is hot. Rot Skull, summon a Rot Skull. What? Like you hold this thing and beat people with it? Creates rotting disease-ridden skulls in the hands of the caster, acting as a ranged weapon that causes crush damage and applies like I'm throwing it? Applies a disease-based corrode area of effect that does damage over time. What? What? How much? It doesn't say. Like, I don't know if this does more than what his current weapon does. Greater Blight. Sun Lance. No. Garden of Life. Okay. Venom Bloom. Honestly, I don't think anything's gonna beat Water Clone no Jutsu. Spell Resist. Use actually use summon a weapon. Summon creature. Healing. Plus max health to everything. Let's get electric penetration, because I'm gonna start using that chant that's like chain lightning. Magical implements. What is he using? He's using a freaking. He's using an arquebus right now, so he's already got that. Yeah, he is. Alright. And let's change his chant. To K. Wait, I have the wrong person
Yours
selected.
to command, Captain.
Alright, Takehu. And. What is the name of the new ability? Was it Amira? Effect, bounce 4 times. Yeah, okay. Let's just say always. And he'll just do it when possible. The nearest target. Okay. Can he summon the whip and the clone? Let's test. Let's go up. Andra's whip. We'll have to watch it on the first shark, or the first one that we get to. Alright, and this is a 30-second duration. So this, no more than once every 30 seconds. 40. Okay, that should be good. Whew! Alright, what level are we now? We're 16.
Akira, it is no problem.
Alright. Clone summons a whip so he can do other things. What I just want to make sure, like, I'd rather do both, but if he summons the clone and then he summons a whip and it despawns the clone, I'm of course going to take the whip out of the AI, but I don't know how it works yet. So I will be watching it closely the first time. Oh, here's an island. What's going on here? Some water for the boys. Medicine. Oh, that reminds me. I bet this guy's fully healed now. Yep, let's put you back in the cannoneer spot. Ruined Tower. Scrolls. 64 coins. A grimoire. Grimoire of Disruption. Ooh, that island's all messed up. Alright, the Winura Cleft. Let's see what's going on here. The jungle grows increasingly dense as you travel east. The shade provided by the canopy above does little to mitigate the heat. Moisture and the perpetual choir of insects thicken the air. The path rises to a sharp incline, and your legs ache as you ascend. Slowly the jungle thins, and you find yourself atop a long ridge. Before you spreads a yawning chasm. It stretches from the mountains in the north towards the sea to the south, and you can't make out the bottom for the darkness. Curiously, a rope spans the divide. Take advantage of the view. You can even make out the Defiant at anchor in the distance. It's as if the entire eastern side of the island was forced up out of the ground, or perhaps the western half sank into the sea. To the northeast, a thin line of smoke rises from the jungle. I don't suppose you know what this place is? Maya shrugs. Examine the rope. Okay, looks like a normal rope. Terrible. Search the surrounding area. There's nothing overtly suspicious, certainly no signs of traps. Recent footfalls crowd the rocks the rope is anchored to, though Kith and Ogre both. Several sets it looks like. The rope creaks as you grab hold and shimmy out onto it. You pull yourself across hand by hand until you hang suspended over the gorge. Your muscles tingle and your hands burn, and you've got further left to go until you've already crossed, so we just passed an athletics check. Keep going. You continue across the gorge, sweat dripping into the abyss below you. At last you reach the safety of the far side. Beyond the canyon, the jungle opens up into a broad field interspersed with huge, fruit-dotted trees. The jungle continues toward the mountains to the north, but to the northeast, the Deadfire is visible above a sharp decline towards the shore. What draws your eyes, however, is... Oh my god, it's a hangman's tree. What draws your eyes, however, is the sight that rises before you. One of the trees, blackened and blistered by flame, hosts a number of Almawa-sized corpses suspended by the neck. You see that right, Watcher. I'm not caught in another nightmare, am I? Shodi's eyes track from corpse to corpse, and a wince steals across her face. Nearby movement and voices grab your attention. You see, of all people, 4 members of your crew standing around the base of the tree. We should bury them, it's what they'd want and what the gods demand, Ingram growls. Sure, Beodol answers, right after we finish going through their pockets. They don't have pockets, Arena says, strictly speaking. Chitupek frowns up at the tree. Is anyone else worried about who did this? It clearly wasn't Beast or Kith. You're suggesting an ogre wouldn't hang a bunch of corpses, Beodol asks, because this looks like ogre prints to me. Eyes wide, Ingram snaps to attention. Captain! What are you doing out here? Beodol coughs. We were out gathering supplies for the Defiant, Captain, just as we always do when we're docked. Really? Because I never see our supply count go up. The hand points at the tree, and this seemed worth investigating. Find anything interesting? Arms crossed, Beodol frowns at the ground. Not yet. We haven't been here long enough to take a good look around. Not entirely true, Chitupek says. Look at the wounds on these people and the rope used to string them up. It all suggests raiders from the Eastern Reach. There you go again, showing off for the captain. Alright. How'd you even get out here? Arena looks slightly flummoxed by the question. We're sailors, Captain. Climbing's part of the job. Besides, there was a rope. That line over the gorge wasn't yours, then? No, Captain. Chitupek answers with a shake of his head. I doubt any of us even own rope that doesn't belong to the Defiant. I own a rope, Beodol grumbles. It's 8 feet long and in fine condition, thank you. Carry on. Just remember your captain deserves a cut. Aye, Captain. Morale gained 5. You move towards the tree. Vultures perched among its branches peer down at you like judges presiding over a court. Search the tree. Maya points out a few oddities. While the clothing these Almawa wear resembles that of the Huana, they favor hides and leathers over cloth and shell. Some were stabbed before they were hanged, bearing wounds consistent with daggers or swords. A few have had their throats slit. Few have burn marks. The tree was clearly burned before they were killed. Search for spirits. You see the spirits at the edge of your vision almost without trying. When you open yourself to their presence, they wash over you, a torrential rush of blistering pain and icy fear. The foreign Kith jostle you with shoulder and elbow, prod you with blade and spear. Their armor, too heavy for the Deadfire, shines in the firelight as if they were virtuous. You spit. No, there's no virtue in these godless raiders. They killed the young druid. They broke the elder's staffs and stole the doctor's herbs. Now they burn Amira's tree. Will it ever again host every color known to God or Kith against the perfect azure dome of the sky? You pray it will. You pray to Amira, to Ungati, to Rikuhu, Kuhopa, and Tangaloa both, and to faces of the Taomo Huai. What more can these foreigners take from you, you wonder, as they cut off links of rope? The vision ends abruptly, washing away like water over the side of the ship's deck. Want to put that lamp of yours to use, Shodi? With a solemn nod, the Dawnstar raises her lantern, a harsh swing, then the light from inside bursts like a dying star as she reaps the spirits of the lost. Burn the bodies. You collect and wrap the... Oh man, I just wanted to set fire to the tree. I was trying to save time. You collect and wrap the remains, then gather tinder and kindling to build a bonfire. As the bodies burn, you try not to breathe too deeply of the smoke from smoldering flesh. Among the sooty detritus of the departed, you uncover a pair of sandals with a palpable aura of power. Yeah, Rockin', it does look similar. I mean, they were both hangman's trees, yeah. This one, though, they're all Aomoa bodies. In Pillars 1, it was people of all races, because it was just like a whole town strung up. You gain Footprints of Aku Taka. +1 cast with level 2 priest spells, +2 dex, +10% healing done. You cross the clearing, leaving the morbid tree behind and re-enter the jungle. Okay. What boots does the priestess have? Nothing crazy, so let's give her these. Alright. Collapsed coal. I'm gonna tap that quick save key. See what's in here. In the distance, you spy a mine set into the side of the hill, its entrance just barely peeking out from the trees. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Its entrance just barely peeking out from between the trees. Hike up to the mine. As you near the mine, a loud explosion rocks the ground. A flurry of terrified birds bursts from the nearby trees, and a massive cloud of dust rockets out of the cave mouth. Okay. It's just like your world explodes entering combat.
You need next time. Got.
All right, lots of superb
A single
stuff.
spark would blast the city to Margaren's anus.
What? That for you, big brute. We only needed the one barrel. One.
Maybe if you'd told me that before, we'd have a mine to go in.
That's a very eloquent ogre.
You're the ass with the giant cannon. You should know how explosives work.
Friends, we have more than enough gunpowder to solve this problem.
Won't work.
Oh, now you know what to do with the black powder, sure.
Leave him be and grab a shovel, Achaia.
Take the shovel yourself. I'll keep the watch. Wasn't built for manual labor.
Oh my gosh.
Don't you dare doze off like last time.
Okay.
Quick and quiet.
A shadow comes to muddy the light.
You'd better
Oh, we're right next to a gunpowder barrel. Don't pop the barrel. Oh, there's our new Drake, guys. Hello. The Sword of the Emperor. I didn't even catch that.
To see and not be seen.
There's a lot of explosives in that. Oh man.
Speak freely.
I am not starting a fight with... Oh, they ran into it, you idiots!
You see that? Can't get a clean hit.
Okay, so... What is that? Oh, a phantom. Alright, he just summoned the clone. Watery Double, it's right there apparently. Oh god, where are you at? Why are you so low? Holy Radiance. Alright, do Watchful Presence on the back line.
There's dignity in death.
Is she dotted? Fill to the brim. I don't know what that does. Alright, this is the thing, yeah, it does. Okay, let's try this out. Oh, wait, she has to be closer? Shoot.
Or something else.
Come on. What? Heal the woman! I've been trying to just heal Linz for so long. Dude, there's Takehu's clone. Oh, his clone has the same gun. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting it to get the gun auto attack.
See that, Ishi? Let's go.
Oh, there goes the lightning bolt thing. Nope, Ulgrim down. Pop, pop.
I don't think so.
Woo! Missed you, Dragon Buddy. Do you have the... Yeah, he does.
Ask someone.
How much damage was that? Drake Breath. Oh, it missed. Lame. Alright, well, that was a cool expose of our new skills. Expose. Alright. Bunch of new stuff.
Already on it.
Bunch of new stuff.
What have we?
Some ore. Would take a mining crew at least a month to clear this cave in, apparently. Say, I could pop these. I'm kind of nervous about it, though. Oh, wait, are those even gunpowder barrels? It doesn't look like they are.
Mm-hmm. Sure thing.
Let me try something here. Wait, no, don't run around.
Lava beyond.
Okay, so it does hit everything around the target.
Lava beyond.
What?
Lava beyond.
I'm guessing if I had gone through that way, it would have alerted the enemies to my presence or something. Yeah. And the regen was 1 health per 6 seconds. That's pretty bad. Island name. You know what? He asked for one yesterday. Now I can tell him that he's got one. Everybody gets one. Oh, it looks like we have to go through Isolated Beach to get to the abandoned village. As you make your way along the road, you notice the light dimming as if a shadow has fallen over you. You glance around, unsure of where it's coming from. The air feels thick, pregnant with unseen energy? The road ahead looks clear, but you've been deceived by appearances before. Investigate surroundings. A large stone stands just off the road and your head swims as you approach it. Behind it, you locate an unusual collection of bones and sticks, a small wilder totem that glows balefully, its power disturbing the essence around it. Destroy the totem. With a few brutal strikes, you reduce the totem to a pathetic pile. The air immediately clears, the droning you heard before replaced with a nearby rustling. A large Naga slithers forward hissing, its tongue flickering between long fangs, a talon-tipped finger extended toward you. A few other Nagas hiss in choral response, and the group approaches, their savage weapons at the ready. They don't like that I broke their stick. Oh, is Chips Cove the next island? Or Tiger Town? We can get all of them. I take requests.
Nah, didn't work. You see that, Ishi? After him.
Alright, so we got the tentacle here. Okay, confirmed. When he summoned the clone, it made the tentacle despawn. Now we know. So let's go in here and remove the whip. let's try using the Drake's breath and see what happens. Alright, how much damage did that do? 51! Additional effects? Does it leave a burn? It does! It is way better than it was in the first game. Neat. Water Bunshin no Jutsu.
Leave it to me.
Dude, we are gonna have to try a different food on you. I swear, every single night you about gas me out of this room. Gassy chip. Ugh. Ugh. Abandoned village. Looks like this is just a search. Boots of the White. I think I already have one of those. Fire kelp, palmstone, rice. That's it. Alright. Back to the boat. Okay. Burning Shoals, Motari Okozi, Barunga, Kawaro, Hero. You know, at the very beginning, I went east from Nekataka looking for a pirate ship I was supposed to find for some quest, and I was never able to find it. Or haven't yet found it. Unless it's just way east. Bakarna's Laboratory. Tap that quick save button, see what's up in here. Can you do potion and food crafting in this one? I think there was a crafting menu, I just never spent much time in it. Hang on, I can check. Crafting. Yeah, you can craft quite a few things, it looks like, buddy. Drugs, bombs. Yeah, there's quite a few. So short answer is yes.
Not a problem.
What is going on? We're in a library and you can't find the right book? To be fair, that'd be the hardest place to find the right book. Look harder at words, not just the pictures.
I can be quiet.
Alright, I'm
hide from me.
assuming that was supposed to be me hearing them making a record. Whoa, why did everyone get in front of the tank?
No good to me.
Right between the eyes.
Speak your mind.
Let's go.
Wow, she can get the Drake out really quick.
Here's something else.
Alright. That was the worst voice acting howl I've ever heard. Ah, woo 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 woo. Alright. This is gonna hit my tank too, but it's okay. Fire, everybody.
This does not work.
Oof. That looked like it hurt. Oh, I see Mind Play going out. Nice. This is a lot of enemies. This is a lot of freaking enemies.
Damn it.
Worth and rough.
I can't control limbs. She's crowd controlled right now. Alright, let's do Watchful Presence.
The fleeting flower is the most beautiful.
Might as well be hitting the water.
After him.
Oh man, she's gonna get attack of opportunity by so many people. Oh my goodness.
It makes no difference.
Oh, she can't move. I'm trying, but she can't. Come on, get the spell off. Alright, nice. Alright, let's do a... This is the AoE heal, right? Yeah, let's do this.
Another withers on the vine.
Will not do.
Please get it off, please get it off. Okay, she got that off. God dang, we really need some distance here. Get back. What is that laser? I don't know what that is. Muck is doing okay up there by himself. We just really need everything handled back here.
Didn't work. This would be enough. You were saying?
What is this spell? Confusion? Oh, that's great. My best time agrees this paper recruitment, so I'm not sure for you. Yeah. Damn it. Oh wow, they've got Mind Plague on us now? That's marvelous. Yeah, I might be reloading this. I mean, they should have been on the wizard anyway, because there should always be targeting the lowest health person. Alright, he's down.
There's something else.
No, Maya! Oh my god, she just like ran through that firewall.
Right between the eyes.
God, Maya, you're so stupid right now, girl. Come on.
Nuh-uh, didn't work.
You only miss blood. Give me the order.
Maya's gonna die because of that thing she just... Okay, hold on. Can you withdraw her? Because she's being stupid. Good, okay.
Toss me something else. After him.
This fight.
What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? Circle of protection.
Not good.
God, I don't want to use this. Withdraw on her. Alright, she's okay. Back up. Use your second win, that's fine. Alright, Maya's back from her withdrawal. Doing charging into the enemy to res her stupid bird.
I will speak freely.
And she can't even get to the bird for whatever reason.
Don't let him behind you.
Okay, she somehow got to the bird, and now she's... Rip out your heart and sweet bloody marrow are killing her. I have no idea what the fuck that is.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Alright, do you have any other self-heals you can use before I do your re-energize thing? This might help.
Can't get a clean hit.
Dude, props to Muckluck, the tank up there. He's doing work. Alright. So this guy's just gonna put the robust spell on each of them.
Nothing's no good to me.
Mim Rico. Oh, there goes Mind. Is that Mind Plague bouncing around?
Hell. Missed. Flowers the most.
Better try something else.
Slipping like flies. Let's go.
Alright. Druid have anything else he hasn't? Oh, perfect. Bring the lightning. Nice. Tell yourself something crafting means it's not going to happen. You look into it once you die. It'll just so the other feature is never going to be used. Maybe. I'm one of those people that's always like, I need to save these mats in case I need a potion later, and then I get to the end of the game and I never use them. I'm like, oh shoot. Yes, finally got that Myrmidon down.
Right between the eyes. Can't get a clean hit. Damn it. Happy to oblige. Let's go.
Alright, let's do Revive the Fallen on the bird. Well, let's have the bird come help kill this Myrmidon in the back. That's just making things hard for us. Every time you craft a hatch, it gets its wings. The thing, this Mimrico guy or the Trickster are the ones messing with us.
Quick, talk me something else.
Oh my god, our backline is finally getting to heal.
Damn, missed. After him.
Quick, toss me something else.
Behold me, mother.
You know, since the dragon bites for physical damage, I don't think I need to have summoned skeletons even on the list of stuff to do at all anymore.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Bump on a pickle.
Hey, watch it.
Let's go.
Yeah. I did not expect to be fighting that many dudes.
Too slow.
Woo! Oh man. Toughest fight so far for this stream goes to... Can you set up an AI? No, if I set up... The short answer is no. When I set up AIs for temporary summon stuff, the next one that gets summoned doesn't keep the AI. It's not great. The enchanted diorama shows a different island than the one you landed on. A minuscule figure paces atop the stone tower. Yeah, I wish you could, because I would do some stuff with them, but you can't. Alright, tower, stairs going upstairs into the orrery.
Slippery as an eel.
Alright.
Okay, got some stuff there. Tiny plaque reads, Horizon shipwrecked under the command of Captain Rakua on her final voyage for Lost Ukaizo. Alright. Oop, what was that? What was that? Spells. Page. Lots of different stuff. Let's see what this is. An inscription in the grimoire reads, Kalikos Petrifying Ink. What, like someone used petrifying ink on a book and then the book turned to stone?
What have we here?
Battle-worn grimoire?
Alrighty.
The Leviathan. Alright, I think we've gotten everything on this floor. Let's head up these stairs to the orrery. Oh, wait, we just found a secret noise. Ooh, Shroud of the Phantasm grants living illusions once per day. Okay. 1% chance to grant the Brilliant Inspiration when receiving damage. Grants mystical celerity. While affected by a mind inspiration, gain 10% action speed. Okay, orrery. Let's head up. Okay, wow. This looks like one of the bosses in Path of Exile. I'm scared.
Watcher, ask them if they got a model depicting Hale.
The control mechanism of this orrery is tarnished, though recently oiled. Some of the levers show signs of meddling. A plaque to the side bears the mark of a hand swiping to brush away dust. Read the plaque. Bakarna, if you're reading this, you've forgotten again. You blasted your mind to bits trying to describe Bakarna's clarity of thought. I'm sorry. Never doubt yourself. Your years of research were well spent, even if no one called you an archmage at the end of them, even if they laughed. I know you remember the legend of your favorite Huana constellation, the Huntress. When you need a little confidence, set the coordinates of the Huntress and the 3 stages of her tail into this orrery. You can do more with half a brain than most competent wizards, so get back to work. Love, Bakarna. Examine the controls more closely. The levers adjust a series of numbered dials which correspond to the altitude and azimuth of celestial bodies. 4 sets of coordinates can be entered at once, which will spin the inner mechanism of the globe to a precise combination of turns. Manipulate controls. You pull on levers and enter random numbers into the coordinates. When nothing happens, gears spin in the machine and reset the numbers to 0. Okay. Well, on the bright side, it's not going to make me do math. On the downside, we don't know whatever needs to be known to... Oh my god, what the hell? Console hot? Isn't this a lich that we fought once before? What the hell? Alright, quick save. I think you only get to use the Drake's Fire Breath once per Drake. I just collapsed coal mine muck, that gun is crazy.
Ready when you are.
A skeletal figure clutches a scroll in both of his gnarled hands. His skin crinkles like old parchment, and with every movement pulls to the point of nearly tearing. He glances up, eyes burning and severe in their intensity.
No. No! I watched you die, crushed under that castle! Your monument to hubris.
What little remains of his lips pull back to reveal a long, gumless teeth and a perpetual grimace.
Again you interrupt my plans, and again I am forced to compensate.
Again! Oh. Oh, damn. There's a skull-shaped absence in my pack that not just any lich can fill.
My days of bouncing in your shadow or being jostled amongst spears and daggers are over. This is the end of our sordid companionship.
Not just thought you carried his skull around. The orrery is where the puzzle can be solved and where you can face Consult once more, mopping the floor with the proud lich to Corey's head in. Be sure to grab the gear and the panther from the desk. Grab the Kingfisher from the alcove, Leviathan from the upper 4 bookcase lower left, the Huntress from the lower right bookcase. Make sure that you read the items, as just having them in your inventory is not enough to advance the quest. Okay.
Whatever beginner's luck won you the day at Cragholt has expired. Fate brought us here to correct it.
Oh, that's right. I used his skull as like a little companion pet.
One such offense was inexcusable. Your very presence, an abomination.
Speaking of abominations, didn't I kill you?
Few things delight me more than slamming the prophet door on the usher's hand.
His rictus grin splits wider still.
If the Circle sent you to interrupt my research, I'll fashion a scarecrow of your remains to deter their next hapless victim.
The Torn Bannermen laid siege to Cragholt before. Why are they working for you now?
I'm sure that pig-headed Commander Bailerin is having a chuckle over the irony from whichever spoke of the great wheel he calls home. The Bannermen are loyal to a full purse, and my investments have paid off over several lifetimes.
Arkemir sent me. I suppose we're after the same thing.
All a matter of perspective. The same thing, perhaps. But the Circle wants only knowledge. I desire the power it represents. They are fools to delude themselves into thinking they want otherwise.
He snorts, issuing a dry rattle as something in him snaps loose and tumbles in the lifeless barrel of his sinus cavity. What's your interest in the observatory?
That arcane upstart Bekana might not have been as unhinged as we once assumed. The Circle discounted her theories about a deep well of power in the Deadfire. All that changed when I felt its pulse.
He closes his fingers as if to capture something ephemeral from the air.
Your presence tells me that the Circle has felt it too.
You wouldn't be here if you found what you were seeking.
How astute. Now, if you're finished dissecting my academic setbacks, I am a rather busy lick.
Grimacing, Consul Hot raises his bony fingers and mutters an incantation under his breath. Oh, shit. Alright. Hold on. God. This is such a pain.
They're in the water.
Okay. I want to make sure that lightning spell is bouncing. Tkehu grazes... That hits allies? Oh no! No, 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 no! I did not realize Tkehu was doing friendly fire on us. Oh my gosh. Becky, look at her butt. No, 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 no. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This. So it says target and jumps, but it says foe jump. Okay, so the first impact can hit an ally, then it jumps to foes. Is that what's happening right now? No. Miss Drake, Gray's Muck, Miss Taeyog. Alright, no, we gotta change that ability. That is not working the way it led me to believe. New music. What is this? Allied alien cell, 4/armor, 4 shock armor. This is awesome, but it's only for self, it's not for everyone. Let's just go back to using the paralysis wave, I guess. Okay. Chill Thug. Let's have Maya start working on this thing in her face. Let's have you fall down the thunder. Ooh. Watchful presence on all the player characters. And writhing maggots and all the open wounds. Battle music's a bit loud. Okay. Let's take a look. See if that's any better. There is a lot going on though, so I bet it's noisy. Yes, there's a phantom up there. Alright, let's have the dragon. Yeah, you get 1 fire breath per Drake. But it's a good fire. No! He was about to do it, he wore off. Oh, the phantom went away. Oh no, did it teleport in our face?
Nothing's no good to me.
Okay. Maya, shoot this trickster that's in your face so it knocks him back.
Not sure I can.
There's dignity in death.
It's okay if you fireball the tank. I'll deal with it.
In the water.
There we go. Heck, if the tank gets hit by burning afflictions, all his armor starts leveling up. Try to knock down this guy.
After him. Quick, toss me something else.
Looks like it was resisted or something. Ooh! The ogre smackdown on that boy. Alright, let's have you throw some fire over there. The range is a lot further. In the last game, the fire breath was like a really small cone. So this is much better.
Still got it.
Oh, Sigil of... Oh, wow, guys. I didn't even see the 2 Sigil of Deaths. It is a really good thing I didn't try to fight up there. That would have killed me and I would have been reloading before I realized what happened.
Didn't work. After him.
Maya's like slowly pushing him back. If he gets not back again, I'm gonna have her go hit the Sigil. Actually, you know what? I'm paranoid. Let's go ahead and have her run the Sigil right now. Yeah.
It's no good to me. Someone's down.
What? It's immune to piercing and immune to slashing. That's what all of her ranged weapons are. God, what do I have as piercing, slashing? Do I have any long-range attacks that aren't piercing or slashing?
Let's
try water burst.
Nuh-uh, didn't work.
I need like 4 of those to break that thing. No, what are you doing?
Afraid not, Captain.
Alright, hold on. she getting there? She's right.
Try something else.
Yo, the summoned stuff keeps pushing her in to the sigil. Fucking move! You guys are being so dumb right now.
Makes no difference.
Slippery dust.
Can't afford to lose another.
We're all getting blind. Oh, enemy used chill fog. That's why we're all blinded. Oh, great.
I'm on it.
Sounds so hot. You got no. Back up. God, this game needs a hold position button. It really needs a hold position button.
Just giving them a fish.
Quick, toss me something else.
The bird is at 1 hit point.
Right between the eyes.
Alright, it might burn to death from the fire dot. Yes, okay. That sigil's down. There's still one more sigil up there we'll have to deal with eventually.
Nothing's no good to me.
Woo! He dead. Did I get him as a pet again?
And
Little
there.
angry pet?
Not a problem.
Oh, man. 3 con. Exceptional plate. And Chip just hit me with the victory fart. Dude, come on. 2-handed greatsword called Effort. Immune to resolve afflictions when under a quarter health. And a whole bunch of... Council Hot Skull. 5% corrode damage, +1 to all console hot spell power levels. And... what is this? Party-wide... the whole party gets 1 per rest ability. Summon console hot. That's pretty funny.
Consider it.
The brass telescope has been recently cleaned, both lenses polished to a fine sheen. What are you feeding him or giving him to drink? Water and whatever brand of cat... I'd have to go look, but with the brand of cat food we were given at the store when we got him. It was just like the starter cat food. And he's eating it. And he's regular, but he's gassy. Look through the telescope. An ocean of stars stretched out before you. The night sky is no stranger, but you seldom see it with such intimacy. A dizzy spell overtakes you. The stars blur out of their normal positions. When your focus returns, each of the celestial bodies cracks open, one by one, their light bleeding together. The stars converge to form a series of winking eyes. Oh, it's that one weird god with the Aomao mouth. Greetings, pal. The words spell themselves out in the stars. Beneath the winking eyes, the crescent moon slowly widens and rotates into a grin. Whale? While you're looking... why didn't they voice act this? Whale had the coolest voice. While you're looking around, try not to think too hard about what's up here. Some secrets are worth keeping. The largest of the eyes winks. You blink and the night sky reasserts its normal configuration. Oh, shoot. I thought we were out of range of that thing.
See that, Ishi?
Okay.
You were saying?
Yours to command, Captain.
Happy to oblige.
His atrophy, so we can enter it for a minute. There we go. Alright. Alright. We need to rest these injuries. Eat some eggs. Eggs heal everything. Alright. So, according to White Tiger, I have to read some books before I can interact with this thing. Books. Part of Nekatanka's old city. The Kingfisher. Okay. So I've got Kingfisher, Leviathan, and Panther. Is there one more down below that I missed? Maybe change the brand, or once instance gets a slight intolerance when there's a major roll with fish, even if she levitate. Yeah, like I said earlier, once we finish the bag of what we've got, I'm gonna try a different brand and see if that helps at all. I mean, if he wasn't right in my lap, I wouldn't even notice, but since he is in my lap, I'm like, wow. Oh. Here we go. I think that's the one I missed. Well, fortunately, we found it quickly. Alright. Let's head back over here. Some of the controls. Can I not attempt it again? Huntress, Panther, Kingfisher, Leviathan. Huntress, Kingfisher, Panther, Leviathan. The telescope by the orrery? Okay, so maybe I need to go to the telescope now. Look for the Huntress. You spot the Huntress constellation with ease, your bandolier weapon standing out as a band of stars. Look for the Kingfisher. You note the position of the Kingfisher just above a particularly bright pairing of stars. You write down the constellation's coordinates. Panther. You spot the Panther near a crescent of stars meant to represent a fallen bow. Leviathan is positioned over a cluster of stars in the shape of a shattered canoe. Okay, let's try going back here. Enter the coordinates for the Huntress Legend constellations. As the last number settles into place, you hear the sound of dormant gears beginning to turn. A low vibration builds under your feet. Deciding whether to buy this, loved it, the Energy Original Sin 2. Alright, well, welcome Just Wanted. Let me know if you got any questions. I also am a big fan of BOS 2. Very much enjoying this game. Activate, retrieve Bakarna's... Are the notes in this thing? Yes, they appear to be. A Whale of a Wand. Sea stories. Spells have a 5% chance to charm their targets. Beast Imagined. Hits with this weapon have a 5% chance to cast Form of the Helpless Beast on their target. Is that like Polymorph? It is! It's Polymorph Pig. That's interesting. Lots of money and a research journal. Return to Arkemir. Okay, cool. That's a quest done. Now, where was Arkemir at? Pariki's Overlook. Can I just say it is so good that they put where the people were? Because you're gonna have times when you forget where was that guy. Pariki's Overlook. Yeah, I liked Pillars of Eternity 1, Just Wanted. Pillars of Eternity 2, I like at least 3 times more. I'm enjoying it even more than that. A little drink of water there. Yeah, it definitely feels like a much more polished version. Like, it's got everything that was lovable with the first game, and they improved on it so much. Alright, get on the boat. And where was Pariki's Overlook? His manor... Was that part of Nekataka? I don't think I can look at the Nekataka map without going there. Alright. I just play WoW now, need something to be excited to play again. Yeah, when the latest WoW expansion came out, I binged the hell out of it for like a month, and then I got bored. Like, I got to the point where I'd done like every solo quest in the game, and it was time to just start, you know, grinding raids, and I was just like, I don't think I have the energy to do this again. And WoW's still a fun game, I am not gonna knock it, but I've done that in almost every expansion for 10 years. I don't think I can do that again. Alright, let's go to Pariki's Overlook in Nekataka and turn this quest in. There it is. And Archimir's Manor. That's right, Arkemir was the wizard that we robbed and then later got hired to work for. And he knew we robbed him, but he couldn't say anything about it. Alright, here he is.
If you require directions to Bakarna's observatory, look to your sextant.
Bakarna, I found this old almanac in an orrery. Look familiar?
You did you? That does rather defeat the purpose of absolution.
He tugs his lower lip and scrutinizes you.
So be it. Follow me down to the scrying pool.
Oh, nice. This is gonna fade to black down there. Oh, I'm wrong. He's not gonna fade to black down there. We have to walk. But yeah, we were actually talking about doing another playthrough of Divinity Original Sin 2 after this, just because I think might be near the end of this game, but we've done one of the DLCs. I think I've got 3 DLCs for this game, so each DLC takes at least like 1 full stream to get through, so that'll be a little bit of content as well. Where's the scrying pool? There it is. Yeah, I agree. I enjoyed the first Divinity Original Sin 1, DOS 1, and then when DOS 2 came out and it became so popular, I was so happy for the company that made it, because that means, I mean, it was a company I already loved, and they got a lot of funding to do more games because of the popularity of the second game.
Just say the word.
So that was just awesome. Alright, I'm gonna hit quick save, because I don't know if these guys are gonna fight me for any reason. Archimir's eyes are closed in deep concentration, his attention entirely focused on the glowing pool in front of him. Alright, so I clicked on the pool. Arkemir gestures down at the scrying pool. You peer into the waters. Dark silhouettes sit arrayed in a circle, and the surface of the pool ripples in tune with muted voices carrying from below. It feels like I should just be watching, not doing any of these options. Knock on the water. All of the seated figures turn to you at once, their faces obscured by hoods. One of them makes an impatient, beckoning gesture. Dip your face in the water. No sooner does your skin break the surface tension than you feel a breeze of warm air. You are peering into a stone chamber ringed with braziers and tapestries as you would an open window. Robed men and women clutch their armrests of the thrones. Water drips down your chin. The other Archmagi seem, for the moment, unfazed by your presence. And now Maua folds her arms and stares down another woman who keeps her fists balled at her sides. Ooze drips from the sleeves of the Maua robe and pools at the floor. You mistake the matter, Kalikoth. My curiosity and perusal are not endorsements of her research. Mara nods with an air of boredom. Bakarna won't suddenly be vindicated by the likes of us having simply read her work. Something green and twisted wriggles under the table. Kalikoth points down and a flash of light incinerates it on the spot, filling the room with the stench of overcooked snails. A suppressed chuckle carries over the silence that follows. You're a slippery fiend, Mara. Some of us refuse to taint our reason with the half-wit conclusions of Circle rejects and keep the slugs to yourself. Kalikoth grits her teeth. Say nothing. That will be enough, you two. Arkemir looms over your shoulder and addresses the rest of the room. Mara, your pets can wait outside. Arkemir waits patiently as Mara makes a shooing gesture. A wet slurping sound echoes in the hall and something dark and large makes its way toward the exit. If we're ready to speak rationally, our patience is about to be rewarded. He strokes his beard and sighs, inviting you to speak. I bring you Bakarna's research. Some of us may welcome it more than others. Minoletta flicks a spark in Kalikoth's direction. Arkemir, you've had eyes on the Deadfire for some time. Is this gathering necessary? Lingrath coughs into her palm, producing a cloud of smoke that blurs the air around her. Did you not ask me the same question last week? Arkemir grimaces across the table. That was an acolyte of Lengroth. The real one sits before you at present, but one is as good as another. She smiles, shrugging. Ninagoth massages his brow with both hands. This posturing is without value or reason. Get on with it, old man. He beckons to Arkemir. I was about to do exactly that. The Archmage nods and clears his throat, elbowing you out of the way so that his face commands the scrying pool. Bakarna was no Archmage, but we all agree she was on the cusp of a breakthrough before her unfortunate disappearance. Arkemir takes the book from you and licks his finger as he begins to turn the pages. You've lost Bakarna's research. And the circle failed her. A hush falls across the room. Oh, snap! Be that as it may, someone did not wish for this breakthrough to occur. For that alone, we have good reason to seek knowledge of her amateurish, if enthusiastic, research. Arkemir's eyebrows form a steep triangle as he arrives at a page of mathematical figures and coordinates. She discovered a river of soul essence flowing through the Deadfire. The Archmages exchange furtive glances. Lengroth tilts her head to the side, in every way unperturbed. Lingrath clears her throat. We arrived at that conclusion long ago. Try and keep up. Sure. And yet she traced the path of the river while we only speculated on its existence. Arkemir pulls on his beard and squints down at the almanac. Say nothing. Arkemir sets the book aside and pulls out a vellum map of the Deadfire. He traces his finger from the shallows of the Great Reef northward. Yeah, they were apparently too far away. It's like if they're more than like 5 feet away from the conversation, they're not included in it, apparently. And I prepared my characters in the room just in case a fight broke out, and so they're a little bit behind me, and apparently they're not in the conversation. Where it goes is not my immediate concern. I'm occupied by who presently follows it, which I'm guessing is going to be Aothas. The path of Aothas is winding but unerringly intentional. His finger begins to stray east. He pauses on open ocean, his brow furrowed. Could that be? Tane leans forward, trailing off as he cranes his neck for a glance at the parchment. Suddenly, all of the attention shifts back to you. I think we've taken more than our share of the Watcher's time, unless there are any final questions. Unblinking, Arkemir lifts his brow and waits, your dismissal hovering on his tongue. Why was Consul Hot so interested in this? Are you keeping secrets from us, old man? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Minoletta rests her chin on her fist and fixes Arkemir with a severe glare. It wasn't of immediate pertinence. Besides, Consul Hot has been dispatched yet again, esteemed mistress of missiles. Arkemir favors Minoletta with a stiff bow. Oh, that's right! The magic missile spell in this game is called, like, Minoletta's Minor Missiles. She's literally the person who created magic missiles in this world. Huh. Your flattery has gone stale. To address the Watcher, I imagine Consul Hot wished to sustain his wicked existence in a font of essence, but you kindly put a stop to that. Minoletta nods, favoring you with a smile she denied Arkemir. You're holding something back. What is it? Arkemir takes in the other members of the circle. Their responses are myriad. Some shake their heads, others shrug, and others still lean back in their chairs and wait to see how it plays out. Better that I remain silent on the matter. If we wish to invite you into our confidence, you would surely know of it. Can I join the circle? You? You would ask this after robbing my manor that was never proven. Showed you the decency to spare your life? Arkemir turns to you, his expression pale and affronted. Around the table of Archmagi, someone chokes on a sip of wine. Absolutely not. Will there be anything further? He waves his hand, the matter's closed. Wait, I don't get to hear the rest? Are you a member of the circle? No, I just asked if I could join. I hope you don't think we could divulge our secrets to a mere mercenary. His gaze hardens and a self-congratulatory smile cleaves his face. You are not entitled to everything I own, burglar. God damn it. Nothing further. It doesn't let you do anything. Arkemir's illusions, Consulhot is stealing health, Lingrath is weapons and martial power. It feels kind of weird that everyone who made major magic spells is still alive and in this room. Like, none of them have died yet? Here, baubles for your service, not that you deserve them. Consider your debt repaid with interest. Arkemir turns back to the circle and pointedly ignores you. You've gained Arkemir's Illuminating Discoveries. This item was put in your stash and 5,000 copper. Ooh. Achievement, Constellation Prize. This is the Arkemir book. Minaletta's Missile Salvo. Neat. Alright.
I'm on it.
Okay, I guess that quest is done, y'all. Alright. Let us head back upstairs. Head back outside. Dude, short funny story for you guys. I almost got hit by a freaking school bus this morning. I'm heading to work, and I'm at a light, and I need to make a left-hand turn. And I've got like a blinking yellow turn light. So I'm pulled forward a little bit, and I'm waiting for a break in the oncoming traffic. And there's a break in the traffic coming toward me. And I'm like, all right, I can turn left between that break. It's got plenty of space. So I go to turn left, and a school bus that was on the straight out from me, it was in the left-hand turn lane to go the other direction. It suddenly decided to flip on its right-hand blinker and pull out into the straightaway lane. So I was turning left, and it suddenly abandoned going left. It's like, I'm just gonna go straight, and just almost T-boned me. And I was like, oh my god! It almost educationed the shit out of me. I was fear in my eyes. Buy water before you leave? That might be a good idea. A little bit here. Alright. What's the next quest to work on? I really haven't done a step of the main quest line in ages. Maybe I should do a step of the main quest line. Rendezvous with Aethys and Ashen Maw. So, yeah, Rockin', I was told that those achievement points, like, if you restart the game, you can use those to buy helpful bonuses. Like, spend a point to start with money, spend a point to start with a power-up or an item, stuff like that. I've not tried it, but I was told that's how they work. Okay. Dude, like, look, I still don't have enough money to buy that boat. Now, granted, I haven't really, like, sold anything, so. Alright. Let's just get a stupid amount of water so we don't have to worry about it. Thank you for the reminder, Tiger. I surely would have forgotten that. So my plan is to take the boat and head up toward the main quest, which I've not touched on in a while, which is there. So let's head in that direction and just see what we come across on the way there. Get to hear some sea shanties. Whoa! What's that? Still ship comes into view. Sails furled, the ship's list upon the water. Plague ship! Rumdum Regeer cries out from the fore, finger jabbing skyward, indicating a green flag billowing lazily in the breeze on the ship's main mast. Beodul leans in close. We should be careful, Captain, or we'll catch whatever took hold of those poor souls. Still, M&I muses, there might be something worthwhile on board. They steal glances at you to catch a hint of how you're inclined to proceed. Maybe we can help. If we can't cure them, we could at least give them a merciful death. Even without a spyglass, you can spy a few living crew moving about above deck. Okay, the last time I sunk the plague ship because there was no one alive on it, but let's pull alongside. The crew guides your ship next to the plague vessel. The deckhands and captain appear shocked and apprehensive. Hylia's mercy, the captain blurts out, his voice raspy. I didn't think anyone would come to our aid. The deckhands stand tall, but their unsteady posture betrays the sickness that seems to have affected them all. What are your people afflicted by? Some of my sailors have taken up gut rot. We know it isn't fatal on its own, but we can't sail while they're barely standing. The captain surveys the sick crew with sympathetic eyes. Not safely, anyway. Call forth the sickest sailor from your crew. We'll bring them aboard, examine them, and provide suitable remedies. What? Arena cries out. No one else in the crew says anything loudly enough to decipher, but their mumbling suggests they're unhappy about bringing a sick crew member aboard. Morale lost 5. As the sailor shuffles from the plague ship to yours, your crew clears a broad path. Some make warding signs or mutter prayers to Rimmergond while the sick man passes. We can't thank you enough, Captain says. Without your help, who knows how long we would have been here. He offers you a small box. Take this, please, a token of my appreciation. Thanks! So we lose 10 medicine helping that dude. After a short period of examination, the sick sailor returns to his ship with enough remedies to treat the rest of the crew. Weary but hopeful, they say wave goodbye as your ship continues on its way. You've gained a Stone of Power. That's a low-level necklace. We got some XP, though. That's good. We can get morale back by just giving him beer. That's fine. As your main sail goes up and you head into open water, M&I lets out a raspy cough and looks around nervously. The rest of the crew grits their teeth and mutters curses. It appears the sickness has spread to your ship. Son of a bitch. So let's see. Yeah, it doesn't really show anyone with... Oh, they've all got more stars there. Look, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3. Okay, so we talked about crafting a minute ago. What can we do for food? Very positive. I mean, we don't really need morale. We need longevity. Kappa tea? Is this a drink? Incredible food! Yeah, I'm unimpressed. I mean, really, we need longevity, so... Okay. Let's continue heading north. Whoa! Sickness racks your crew. And then we get attacked. The illness starts slow. A cough here, the shakes there, but then it hits the crew hard and fast, washing across the deck like a rogue wave. Damn it. Soon your crew have devolved into mucus-covered wretches with swollen eyes and scabrous rashes. 10 morale lost. If this keeps up, Captain, your crew will be in no state to sail. They hardly are as it is. This is gonna be so stupid. Find the surgeon. Why is everyone sick? Because of what you told us to do, Captain. With a slow shake of the head, the surgeon frowns. As the gut rot, Captain, same as that plague ship. If we sail with it, we're inviting injuries. Break out the medicinal stores. Everyone gets what they need till this clears up. Oh wait, minor intercession? Pray for divine intervention? That's Shodi's ability. You want me to pray to an aspect of death? Shodi's lips quirk in amusement. I suppose I can plead for the safe passage of our souls through hell, should we all perish shortly. Glory be to the many aspects of Aeth, blah, blah, blah. She prays. As we now, blah, 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 she prays. Blah, 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 amen. In the wake of the display of divinity, you feel purified. The crew sings chants to the gods. Oh, sweet, I didn't have to spend any medicine. Happily making sacrifices of any coinage or small trinkets they have on hand. You sail on. Morale gained 15. Good job praying to the wrong god, Shodi. And a boat. Thoughts and prayers. Yes, she totally changed her Facebook profile picture, Rockin'. That's what she did for us. Chitupek points to a dark spot on the distant horizon. Captain, dude, when they do the big C like this, I'm like, Chitupek, and then the next line I read, Shorizon, and I put that C on every line. Captain. Captain. It throws me off when artists or authors, I don't know what to call them if they do that. The squint on the horizon is the unfamiliar colors snapping in the breeze. Stretch. The ship draws near and its crew throws open gun ports. 600 meters away. Let's run at it. Oh wow, they've only got 7 people? Yeah, man, go! Go, 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 go. Charge, 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 charge. Oh, they hit our sails. Shit. Oh my god, our sails are almost gone. You little shits. Board them. Alright. I've never had anyone aim at my sails before now. Muck Reed? Dude. It's like a freaking thesis paper to advance on the boat. I know that I know the key combination to advance on them, and that's what we're gonna use. Oh my god, fire giants.
That would be enough. That dog won't hunt.
That dog won't hunt. Okay, let's give him that. Oh, that's awesome. It's gonna hit every single one of them. Immune to fire. Well, we're not gonna bother with the Drake fire breath this time. Alright. Chill fog is out. Give him the maggots. I see Mind Plague bouncing around too. Nice job. Ooh. These are squishy.
Pretend you didn't see that.
Rathoon Raider.
Still got it.
Do I have one mind controlled or is that the last one? Nice. Morale is max. Don't need to share coin with them. The morale is max. Triumph of the Gornlod. Is that like the flag? Got some ranks. Worthless Idiot gained a rank. I forgot we have Worthless Idiot in the crew. Forget him. Keep book painters employed. They might not be able to read or write, but they can paint and copy anything. Hey, I didn't say fire them. I'm just saying that I personally read those lines wrong. I add that letter to every line after it, not just the first one. All right, let's tap that quick save button. Thick smoke, black as death, plumes from the peak of a rumbling volcano, the largest in the chain of mountains that makes up Mogren's Teeth. A serrated fissure gapes in the mountainside. Gape. Deep and dark, but intermittently lit by a red-hot glow. The cavernous opening is too narrow for the Defiant to sail through. The skiff sways tumultuously in the superheated water the closer you row to the cave-cracked opening. Lava burbles down the mountainside, scorching rivers that disappear into the dark blue sea. Inside the rock face, the sound of churning magma grows louder, and the air warms around you, beating sweat along your brow. Okay. Okay. Ashen Maw, 28.
This where Gaunt stormed through? At least the docks are still intact.
Though ashen, the skin of this dead giant remains hot to the touch. Oh my gosh, welcome to Molten Core, guys! Oh shoot, is that Aothas? That is, he's moving! He's like in super deep lava. Like hundreds of feet deep.
Sure.
Yo, I thought he was part of the background until I saw him doing like
There's
the
a point when
almost breathing.
architecture is just plain evil.
The burned remains of these prisoners were the tatters of sailors' garb. Oh, that is awesome. I'm reminded of in D3 when you're down on the hell levels and there's like just massive demons chained up in the background.
Consider it done.
Oh. Oh, we can, some of these like charcoal bodies we can break apart to take their lunch money. Rathun Vanguard. Slumped against the stones of the bridge, a giant clutches at his bashed-in chest. It's a mess of sinew and blackened iron bones, fiery blood flickering between his splayed fingers. Thickly rasping a breath, the warrior lifts his heated gaze to your face.
Extinguished or crushed. Us all, Defiler.
What happened to you?
Damned Reaper of Souls and God of Lies. Magran's most foul enemy.
More blood fire licks from Rathun's cracked chest, slowly charring his arm. I need to get to Aothas.
Servants of the Defiler God. Damn you.
Mercy kill by administration of poison. Drink this and rest easy. He closes his ember-hot eyes, a relieved sigh rushing from his chest as you brew up and then tip a vial of poison to his lips. The icy, slushy mixture takes effect immediately, dousing his flames with a sweep of hoarfrost through his veins. I guess any good alchemist knows how to make an icy poison. It leaves his face cold, ashen, and dead. Oh man, I lost a lot of materials for that. Shodi swings her lantern back and forth over the warrior's body until a large shimmering cloud of essence sifts up and into her lantern. She grunts, the lantern dipping in her hand as if heavier momentarily. I like how he's immediately shaved because his beard was made of fire. Nice touch.
Still as a pond.
Cerberus. Don't know if we're gonna be seeing Cerberus in here, my friend. Alright.
Nothing good comes from this much quiet.
The windlass is far too massive and heavy for a kith to operate. Yo, Black Iron Depths, anyone?
Already on it.
Tiny Warhammer. Crowbar.
I'll get that for you. Don't mention it.
So I only unself the
in the
tank.
goddess's maw? But how?
Incensed, the giant warrior hulks. Her thick muscles twitch, red markings glowing hotly against her ashen skin.
You must seek to follow in your Defiler god's footsteps. You will not, for I will smite you where you stand!
Bellowing, she hefts a massive sword overhead. But a second giant slams the haft of his iron staff into the woman's hard-muscled stomach, abruptly halting her attack.
Hold, Sega! I would speak to this filthy minion of the wretched god Aothas before you char his bones to dust.
I'm no friend of Aothas. He stole a piece of my soul and I mean to get it back.
Ha! You think to confront an embodied god?
Yeah.
Then you are either powerful beyond comprehension or as much a fool.
I am foolishly powerful beyond comprehension. He cans his head, broad fingers scratching at the rivets of his helm.
Yet you imply you do not serve him.
The first giant's grip turns white-knuckled on the hilt of her sword. Her muscles strain and the metal quivers in her hand.
Rakir, move! We cannot allow these intruders to live.
Let's freaking go! With a shrug of his meaty shoulders, he steps aside. Aethys has consumed your warriors' very souls, but I've faced him before, and I'm still standing. Shoulders taut with tension, the warrior eyes the strewn corpses of his fellow Rathun at arms. They lie dried like husks, siphoned of their souls. He places a hand out to hold the warrior back. She studies you intently.
You would face us in battle rather than flee? I like your mettle. Kithu does not cower before Margren's greatest warriors.
And I like how humble you are, buddy.
We have not yet defeated the embodied god, but that does not mean we won't. The Jotziger is readying another assault from within the Jagged Keep as we speak.
Okay.
I will permit you to stamper closer to God's face, if you believe you can survive. Scurry deeper into the maw, but know that my brethren may squash you.
How can I reach Aethys?
All who neared the intruder god were gutted until extinguished. You think your soul could last even half so long as Rathun's?
Yeah, I do.
Maybe the Kifs will last longer.
She snorts, but the other warrior ignores her, answering in her stead.
Only Margren's shrine with our Jagged Keep can lead you to the Defiler God. Kith, if Margren wishes you to face him, surely she will fire the way.
I worry Margren plans to erupt this volcano. If you stay, you'll die. He hefts his meaty shoulders in a heavy shrug.
Our duty is foremost to Margren. We guard the maw to its fiery end.
Alright, farewell.
I'll be with the bodies, but this time gentle your grip.
It can't be helped, Rakir. These fallen are brittle.
Okay, alright. So there's stairs going down over there. Let's see what's up this passage to the north before I go down.
I'll get that for you. Reckon this is what happens when you try to
Gauntl's reliability.
keep God from enacting his plan.
Ishi, now is the chance if you had any second thoughts about this place.
I've got a key. The rock slide has collapsed the section of the keep. Okay. The key might have gone to this door that I picked the lock on, or it could be for something else entirely. Alright, load to the Ashen Bridge. Friendly reminder, if you need it, to do your daily check-in on quest mode to earn your free sub points. Did mine before I started the stream. Hey buddy, you just wake up.
The volcano rolls in slumber, I say. We should not be here.
Let's see, Lair of the Ancient and Jagged Keep.
Already on it.
Primal... We're getting a lot of primal flame from these guys.
They're with gone now.
Oh, Fire Drake and Fire Bat. Oh god, there's a lot more.
Distractions! Right between the eyes.
There's gonna be a lot of fire damage in the thanks. Okay, hold on. This is getting out of hand. Cast Regeneration.
Mo.
You're mine!
That dog won't hunt.
Alright, I think we got a handle on this. You guys need to take out this Drake. Almost dead. There we go.
Can't get a clean hit.
Elder Flame Bat.
Damn, missed. See that, Ishi?
Yeah.
Better try something else. Let's go. Never you mind that miss. I'll land the next one.
Yeah, summon ogres for that Coupe de Gracie.
Why not?
You know, this game is also a lot faster at ending combat than the sequel. Just an observation. Oh. What's up, buddy? What are you doing down there? Up to no good in the neighborhood?
Bet you wish Cad knew it was this big.
Hey, it's not the size of the castle that counts. It's what you do with it. And I'm not doing anything with mine because it got squished. Alright. I'm gonna do Jagged Keep second. I feel like Lair of the Ancient might... I could be completely wrong. There's like heat waves coming out of this. Let's try Lair of the Ancient first. Jagged is where you need to go since exam... Ah! Rockin'. Great minds. Oh, are we immediately going into combat?
Can't get a clean
Okay, I'm getting the Reddit, so we can't accidentally step there, so that's good. There is a path there, though.
Nice.
Alright, let's do... Chill Fog.
Weapon's no good to me.
Let's just do 2 Chill Fogs. Quite well against this stuff.
Let's go.
This does not work.
I'm almost, like, over scared of magma oozes, because I think of them in Dark Souls, where they were just, like, one-hit kill you. It's just, like, literally lava grabbing you, and you just, like, melt into it. But in this game, they're okay. I mean, they're not, like, just killing me, I guess. Not that bad. Addendum Adamity waits in fire.
I'm thinking this place ain't gonna hold up much longer. What say we hurry, Watcher?
No, let's take our time,
I don't
Shody.
like this, Captain.
I was enjoying the sights.
This place smells and feels like hell in the stories Uncle Angbert used to tell me to make me behave as a child.
A haze of soul essence sifts up like smoke from a corpse scored with heavy claw marks. Oddly, no blood pools beneath the body. The wounds have been cauterized. Reach for the soul. Hot to the touch, the essence slowly wafts through your fingers. Then you're tumbling down into the feverish sensation of a soul reed. You're a great champion, a Goliath among giants. Your chest tight with pride, and now something darker, a strange dread. It flickers inside of you like the fires of a waking forge before you know you are too soon to be tempered as you stare down upon the distant god, the defiler your brothers and sisters died to defeat but could not, who now gluts on the Audra Spire, striking plans against Mogren. The iron chains that suspend the bridge beneath your feet drip blood and sweat, weeping. The maw spans below, battered by the invader, the Jagged Keep, now ever more apt in name. He cut a path to the spire and could not be stopped. He drank deeply from so many of you. The Brenthis watches beside you. She is fierce and will know what to do. She can hear Magron within the flames. Without further delay, she hastens you into the dragon's lair. She will call the beast and it will ride with you into the assault. So there's a dragon in here. Inside the cavern is dark and simmering. The Brenthis rushes ahead of you despite your barked warning. Something is wrong. The heat roils against your skin, a whisper of death, dangerous rather than comforting. The Defiler God has riled the dragon. The Brenthis raised her torque high as if to collar the dragon, the light of it sheening her helm in the darkness. She is thundering. The time has come, Jada. Submit to Magron's will, and the walls rumble from a sudden earthquake. No, from the beast's laughter. A shadow looms to your left. The scalding claws punch through your skin.
Rest now, warrior. Your soul is safe.
So there's a dragon in here. Shody bows her head as she drags her lantern over the corpse from head to foot and back again. When she reaches the Rathun's punctured chest, his soul lifts up from the body and drifts toward the lantern. With a shudder, it settles inside the copper cage. Okay. Hitting that quick save button, because dragons. There's another soul. That must be the lantern lady. Or the one with the torque. God.
If that ain't a creature born of my nightmares, I don't know what is.
A creature of smoke and scales, ember and talons looms up from the darkness. Her back and ribs gleam luridly, red as the lake of fire that laughs at her feet. She hisses, the sound like rocks grating together in her throat, and through her peeled back lips form no words you understand.
Who comes now to stoke the flames of chaos further? Have I not yet feasted enough? I suppose I can make room for another.
Start with the bird. He's been complaining ever since we arrived.
Maya glares down at Shiza, who cocks his head at her. A dry laugh crackles from the dragon's thick-scaled throat. Let me try intimidate. Attack me, beast, and it'll be the last thing you ever do.
You wretch! Shall you end my ceaselessly enduring eons?
I guess that was a high hope.
Could not. I think not.
Bluff. Great creature of the maw, are you not the least bit curious as to why I've come to speak with you?
Did you now come to my den to entreat my attention?
She swivels her head to the side, studying you with deadly intent.
I am listening. Bleat louder, little morsel.
Magron would do anything to stop Aothas. If she erupts this volcano, you will be destroyed along with it.
Should I believe the wretched words of a trespasser in my den?
If a fireman kicks open your door and says there's a fire, would you say, should I believe the wretched words of a trespasser in my den? I would love to see on the news of some, like, neckbeard in his basement who said a line like that to the fireman. That would be amazing.
Even were it so, the fire feeds me. It can cause me no harm.
Resolve. Stubborn creature. Your obstinance would see you dead. Allow mine to see that you'll live.
I suppose. I slumbered for ages and felt restless for longer. It shall be good to stretch my wings, to hunt. I fly.
With a great heave, she slogs her body from the magma and takes to the sky. Wait, did I just save a dragon? Achievement unlocked, Dragonbane. Deal with 2 dragon dilemmas. Okay, so it's worded in such a way that it could have been, you know, kill, talk out of, whatever.
Ishi.
What is this? Aldris Blade of Captain Crow. One-handed saber. Wearer gains 8 health on a crit, deal 10 shock damage on a crit, plus 10% to total damage on a crit. Okay. Really good one-handed saber.
Not a problem.
Okay, so cool. The dragon's loot is basically over here. So even by talking your way out of it, you still get loot. You just don't get XP. Perception still, 5% damage to weapon attacks made from okay, none of us are rogues. The closer you near to the dimly lit essence that smolders over the Rathoon's burnt corpse, the stronger you feel the soul's flickering confusion and grief. Ashen crooked fingers still clutch a still flaming torque, grasping the relic tightly even in death. Pry the torque from her hand. You've gained Torque of Bithakan. So I'm guessing there was some outcome where I could have put this on the dragon and enslaved it or something. Rockin', that is the second dragon I've unleashed on the world of humans. Mistakes have been made. Reach for the soul. Rather than falling face forward into a vision of Rathoon's final memory, her last thoughts scream through your mind in a jumble of disjointed words and disbelief.
I am burning! I am burning! I am burning! And It is not in pleasure, not for Mother Margaret. I should have listened when she said nothing. But I was willing to die to reach the Everflame, to sacrifice them and everything to ash, to vanquish the Defiler. And I am burning, but not in the flame. Not with honor and eternity, but for a moment. I am disgraced.
Dig deeper into the memory.
Who will lay the talk before the Mother to fire the way? Who is left? Who will guard the sacred spire, the Mother's mind? Who will descend the shrine to the Defiler's God's face? Not to these hands that are ashes sifting on a breath that is a last sigh of a wretchedly snuffed life. Not to me and mine. Now she who was blackened and befouled and forsaken by the flames, forsaken by Margaret.
This is her last thought before dying, is all of this. I'm reminded of like an anime when like two guys are like a foot away from slashing each other or punching each other, and then there's just like speed lines behind them and they carry on an entire conversation. This makes me think of that. With a final flicker, a last swift and violent shuddering, the soul dims and disintegrates.
Rest easy now, priestess. I'll harvest your soul and your torment too.
Coaxing the soul with a low and soothing voice, Shodi jiggles her lantern over the priestess's charred corpse. There's not much left after the trauma the soul endured, but a few glimmering motes whirl around the soft light before fading into the lantern. Alright, cool. Well, we dealt with the dragon dilemma. Maybe it'll help us later. We've basically got a fire dragon and a water bending dragon that both owe me favors now. So we'll see how that turns out. Get a drink of water. Alright, let's go deal with the giant over there now. We're so tiny! Oh, wait, can I... Oh, I can get loot off of them. Oh my gosh. Chip just sneezed himself awake, and when he jumped up, he nailed his head on the desk, and then he scared himself. Is that like the cat equivalent of when dogs fart themselves awake and spook themselves? Maybe together they can make some obsidian for you to craft any armor. Would be nice. Yeah. By my dragons combined, I have shiny armor. I don't know if we can just find some 3 more dragons, an air one, a rock one, and a heart one. We could make Captain Planet Dragon. All right. Oh, here's a dungeon. Save game. If this were Pathfinder, I would be stopping to buff up right now. We'd be spending 2 minutes doing that. Rathun Raider. Peaked at spotting you, the strapping warrior slams her shield against the floor, rattling the stones beneath your feet.
Scurriers in my keep! Make ready to be crushed, vermin of Eothas!
Show her the torque. Look here, I recovered this from your fallen Brenthus.
You felled her? And her dragon?
No, the dragon killed her, not me. She stills, red scrawls in her skin flickering as she grimly appraises you. A muscle ticks in her jaw, but finally she sheathes her sword.
Then the Bathor will decide your fate. He awaits at the back of the keep.
Are you sure? Because I could kick your ass if you really want me to. Oh, it's just gonna fade to black and teleport me back there? Oh, no, I'm wrong. It's not gonna teleport me.
Can we not reason with the gigantic flame marauders?
It's a good thing I looted that torque, apparently. No, that's apparently not stealing. Exceptional plate armor. If this turns into a fight, I want to be near a wall.
Already on.
I can't click.
Supposing this volcano blows, what are the odds any of us but Gon survives it?
Too late to turn around, Captain?
Alright, hitting that quick save button.
I can see the fury burning in
When the warlord spots you, his shoulders stiffen and he reaches for the mace strapped to his back. Oh my gosh, all of you fiery people. Always stiffening muscles and grabbing weapons.
Kith, how is it you have come to be here? Nay, it is of little matter.
I'm not here to fight you.
Your words hold no weight, Kith. Rathun decide their own battles.
His words boom from behind his helm without falter, yet he does not strike. With a raised hand, he signals his warriors to wait. Intellect. Is your pride worth any more than the lives of your warriors? Can you afford to lose any more right now?
Think you could fell even one of my warriors?
Yes.
You may be right.
Yes.
Even one loss is a blow I cannot currently risk. Aethys deserves death, not words. The Defiler God has brought war to Ashen Moor in revenge against Margaret and her Rathun.
The warlord regards you hotly, fire sweat dripping down his neck. He's surrounding warriors, clang their weapons against their chests on the floor, clamoring for blood.
What is your relation to Aethys, if not to act with him against Margaret?
That bastard crossed me, and I'm gonna make him pay for it.
Your blood boils with anger. Good. Then you two have cause against Aethys, as we do. We are prepared to assault Aethys at the base of the moor.
The warlord gestures to the shrine of Magron behind him.
The shrine will lower us to the sacred Ardra pillar, where the embodied god now gluts himself.
Oh god, this whole room's an elevator. I just saw the chains and everything. Okay, I'm with you, I'm with you. Me and Aethys go way back. Alright, let me through. I'll speak with Aethys and convince him to leave this place.
Even if I believed you, I cannot do such a thing.
Oh, you're all gonna die. He shakes his head, his eyes burn, fiercely intent. That wasn't a threat. I mean, he's going to kill all of you.
We guard the sacred depths of the moor. None may freely enter. Thus the shrine lies dormant, locked without the talk of Bethacton.
Oh, I've got that in my pocket. He shoves his shoulders back with
Our
pride.
High Priestess. The Brenthis is the talk's rightful bearer, but she has yet to return to the keep.
Yeah, I found her. She's dead.
Then it is as I feared, and as I felt. Her flames have been extinguished. I do not share the Brenthis' ability to commune with Margaret, but I must believe the goddess would will us to fight. We must make a final stand.
I have the torque.
I heard shouts of your triumph preceding you. It would seem you are unparalleled among your kind. And mine.
I'm pretty amazing.
What became of the Ancient? Jorda Fairless? Triumph will be nigh impossible without her.
What makes you think something happened to her?
Face beat red, Shodi chokes, pounding on her chest as she struggles for air.
Oh, what do you look at me? Look to the captain, I say.
He looks away, cheeks flushed. The warlord tilts his head as if considering the true meaning to your companion's reaction. Growing distrustful, he tightens his grip on his mace.
You will answer me, Kith, without trickery or lies.
The dragon has forsaken you. He falls silent, the scrawlings on his skin flaring hotly.
Indeed. I feared the worst when the Brenthis failed to return with the beast. We've no choice. Despite the odds, we'll attack without either's strength.
He shakes his head, the motion grave.
If this is to be our last stand, we must prepare ourselves, either for victory or for sacrifice. Lest Margaret forsake us for our failures. You've earned the right to Fire Shrine, with the talk of the Ether Flame. But we cannot join you as yet, in facing the Defiler.
Did they add the new subclasses yet? The new subclasses to this? Pillars 2? Not that I've seen. Is the evil thing watching the computer screen? Oh, this dude? He might be. He's been sleeping through most of this. Alright. What's that?
Consider it done.
Massive chains hold the platform. Before because I don't know if I'm going to be coming back here. So let me look at the rest of this area first.
Easily done. Can't take all the credit.
There's a little bit of XP. Darn it.
Scratch.
I was going too
I'll
fast,
get that
right
for you.
into that trap.
Don't mention it.
Oh, what is this? Fire Thrower's Gloves. 2 Dex, 2 Explosives, 1 Arcana, plus 1 to all evocation.
That's your service.
That's probably gonna be you, buddy. Yeah.
Does it bring out the color of my eyes?
Alright, let's rest to get that debuff off him from the trap. What do you mean, evil thing, Fog?
That will do, I say.
He is an innocent flower.
Dim in the lantern.
Found it.
What? What did they find? Rock-sized clamps a section of the keep. Secret button.
Not a problem.
Corpse. I see dead people.
I'll get that for you.
What? What? Stop! Stop! Damn it!
Your order. Aye, I'll get that for you.
Why are you trying to run around the map?
Easily done.
Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. I'm hitting pick lock and she's trying to run around the entire freaking map. Alright, everybody just go around, because she's... Apparently there's a pathing glitch there. Ugh. Yeah, dude, did you fart again? Come on.
Easily done. Don't mention it.
Alright, that's open. Let's check over to the left, and then we'll be clear of this place. So, if we had not been able to talk our way past the giants, this would have been like a dungeon, which is why this place is so big. Lots of explosive barrels to be careful of. Oh man, this would have been nasty to fight through. Like being in the middle of all these barrels while these guys are potentially shooting at you. Would have been a bad time. Ornate Ashen Key. Which honestly might open one of the doors I already picked the lock on. Okay, cool. Clear this place out. Let's go back to the giant elevator. Cat's evil, dog's your best friend. Now, I enjoy being around dogs. I like dogs. I've had dogs before. If I had to be an owner of a pet, though, I'd rather be a cat owner. They almost, like, come out... They almost start potty trained. With some effort, you can teach them to use a toilet.
Consider it done.
They clean themselves. You rarely have to bathe them compared to dogs. They're just less maintenance and stuff. But yeah, some cats are completely freaking evil. You stand before the shrine of Magron, goddess of flame and war. Lifting your eyes, fiery motes begin to streak across your vision as you stare into the imposing cast of her likeness. For the span of a single breath, everything falls eerily silent. The Rathun behind you fade away, flames to either side of you flicker higher, dancing without sound. But the heat is real, licking at your skin. The metal groans as Magron's statue bends her head to you in greeting.
Watcher, the time does not allow for niceties.
Her words flow like lava from her lips, like the trails that burble hotly from her eyes.
Even now, Aethys gains strength from the spire. What progress have you to report?
The Rathun are preparing a final assault against Aethys.
Then they will burn to ash and return to the mud kiln from whence they came.
She leans forward, the copper of her corded arms gleaming from the blustering flames. She tugs her sword free from her plinth, and the entire shrine shudders with heat.
Presently, I shall erupt this volcano, and with it, consume Aethys. I suggest you retreat if you at all value your mortal form.
I need more time to reach Aethys.
I can give you only the moments more it takes me to fully fire the depths of this maw. After that, I will not stay the assault. Even for you. Fare thee on, Watcher. My condolences, should you die.
Wow. She inclines her head once more in a stalwart farewell. An avatar of the goddess flashes over the imposing statue before you. As the image fades, her absence leaves the shrine cold and deathly silent. Alright. I actually thought that was the elevator control when that happened. How do I get this thing started?
Kith.
If you assault Aethys, you'll all be slaughtered.
To die for Markon is the greatest honor. We live only to protect the goddess and to serve her will. Kith. If that is the goddess's ever-burning will, we Rathun will abide it.
Religion. Among us, only I can hear her. So how do you know Magron's will is for you to stay here and fight?
Could her will be for us to flee like cowards? We are Margren's creatures, formed from her flames. We exist only to further her greatness.
And who will serve Magron if you die here? Don't her many other sites also need protecting?
Perish here, and you'll have failed your goddess.
The scars in his skin burn brighter as the Rathun warlord's thoughts turn contemplative.
As you say, Margren has chosen to sacrifice this site. Far be it from us to spurn her offering to the war. We will evaluate them all, and instead guard the other volcanoes of the Teeth. I believe she will approve of this destiny we have chosen. Keep the talk. Use it to lower the shrine if you are determined still to meet with Aethys. May the heat of your soul lead you to victory.
Cool. Don't know if they'll help me later, but we just saved the fire people from themselves. I like their design. They're pretty cool. Okay. How do I use the friggin' torque? Massive chains hold... Yeah, I know about that. Let me tap quick save again. Oh, here we go. Okay, so earlier I thought this was the elevator controls, and I clicked on it, and I'm like, oh wait, this is a shrine. It's both. Statue Magron towers above you, bloodied and battle-ready. The goddess clutches both sword and shield. At the base of the statue, a rectangular iron-slatted altar rests between two unlit braziers. Notice I didn't say braziers this time, not burning bras. Examine the altar. Slide at top of the altar has been hammered silver water smooth, except for a singular circular groove notched deep into the center of this slab. Charred bits of metal, leather, and bones are piled in the interior of the circular groove, the remains of prior offerings to the goddess. Place the torque on the altar. The braziers on either side of the altar flare to life, red-hot flames shooting high before settling into a steadier, softer burn within the bowels. Lava eddies beneath iron grating in the floor, heating the soles of your feet while the statue herself seems to wake, metal groaning rasping as the shrine moves. You've lost an item, Torque of Bithocton. Is the elevator gonna move now? Oh, the statue's eyes are on fire now. That's a thing. There we go. The statue of Magron towers above you, eyes flaming, fists gripping her instruments of war. At the base of the statue, a rectangular iron-slatted altar rests between two blazing braziers. In the center of the altar, the Torque of Bithocton brines... descend into the depths. With a squeal of metal against metal, the entire floor drops a stomach-lurching 5 feet. Chains clang like the toll of a bell as they catch, pounding against the time-worn gears. Then the shrine begins steadily lowering into the maw. As the shrine cranks lower into the maw, Aethys' colossal Aegir-carved dome, neck, and shoulders slowly emerge into view. This close, the gods rise up like a mountain, larger than you ever remember having seen him. Energy vibrates from his massive body, and a cacophony of mutterings and shouts from the souls whirling within it slams into you, nearly knocking you from your feet. Stella gonna get her soul back? Okay. Oh, we're right by his head? That's convenient.
Now's not the time to have any sore feelings about your smashed castle.
Have you ever seen anything so awe-inspiring? Behold the power...
Watcher, I wasn't sure you'd make it. But there is enough of you in me to grasp
that you had a better chance than most. Some would say it's because you have a strong soul. Great deeds come easily to one so spiritually blessed. Or have you become great because of what has been thrust upon you? Watcher of Cad Nua, Herald of Berith, Hound of Aethys.
Oh my god. You're really, this can't.
So that's like her god, basically. Hey dude, you back? You want some more lap? Alright.
I see you, Shoti.
Oh, okay.
I am glad that we could meet, even if it is under quite unpleasant circumstances.
This is really happening, right? Gon, your humble priestess is before you.
She's so thirsty.
Please, tell me what you require of me. How do I save more lost souls than I can carry in one lifetime?
Face bright
red, sweat beading her brow.
Excuse me.
Shoti stumbles precariously closer to the edge. Lantern rattling, she catches herself. A mere moment before she would have toppled over.
I know that you have undertaken a noble mission. But I will tell you what I told the Watcher. You need not fear for the lost souls of this world. As for you, Watcher, why is it you believe you have made it this far?
Let me see. I've had enough of this. I followed you into this damned volcano to get some questions answered.
There is the fire of Kith that we fear. A fire that burns beneath a god's judging gaze and does not sputter, does not flicker. But you have come a great distance for answers. What would you ask of me, Watcher?
That we have. And I got a request. Down here. Gon, look how full my lantern is. I've been harvesting day and night for you, my god.
Shut up.
Lantern rattling. Sickle gripped so tight her knuckles are white.
Whoa.
She waves her arms over her head as she shouts.
My dear Shoti, I do not mean to diminish your presence here. But this is a question that the Watcher needs to answer. He alone was tasked with pursuing me. The gods have placed him in this fire. It is only right that we speak together now.
Translation. Shut the fuck up. Give me my soul back.
When I am finished here, you may have it back. Though you may find the process not painful, but traumatic nonetheless.
Dude.
But you have come here for other answers. Why I have returned, where I am going. Am I answering to you, or to Berith?
After all you've done? I think every creature that lives and breathes on Eora needs to know.
And it would seem even she whose presence shakes the heart of this mountain needs to know.
Magron is prepared to take drastic measures to... No, let's not warn him about that. Let's just say, do you mean Magron?
Of course. Magron fears what I will do, just as she feared what I would do in the Deerwood.
Yes, she does do a good voice, and yes, she is a fangirl.
But this time is different. This time, there is no power on Eora or in all of hell to stop me. Understand that what I'm saying is neither a boast nor a challenge. It is the clearest statement of truth I can give you. Give Berith, in the hopes of dissuading you from taking actions that may harm others.
Says the one who killed thousands walking here.
Yes. I am sacrificing lives from this generation for the benefit of those who have not yet been born. The other gods may be willing to make similar sacrifices, but they will be in vain. I am going to force gods and mortals alike to open their eyes to one another. And all the powers of hell cannot drive me from this course. It seems my sister does not like the sound of that.
Volcano. Stop dancing around the question.
A fair request. I suppose your time is more limited than mine. I want to return the gods to our original purpose, and to allow mortals to worship us, or ignore us, for what we are. not what we pretend to be.
Shodi gasps sharply. For once, too
Oh,
stunned
that's
to blurt out a
right.
response. Her eyes are wild, with too much white showing, when she glances from Aethys to you.
So we found out at the end of Pillars of Eternity 1 that the gods were just some people that did a ritual to gain godly powers. Like, they were not real gods. They were man-made gods. And I told Shodi and them, and they didn't believe me. And they're like, alright, whatever. So she basically just overheard her gods say, like, yeah, we're fake, you know, blah, blah, blah.
When I entered Widewin, I did so with the intention of illuminating the history of Anguith. I wanted to show all the nations of the Eastern Reach the machines we had used to
I have a
create
kitty cam.
ourselves. How we had hidden our true nature from mortals for millennia. But even if I had succeeded, my words would have been easy to deny. Belief creates the foundation upon which a mind's reality is built.
Yeah, we've actually been joking about that, Vex, because when the kitty's not here, I've got a hotkey to turn it off. But when the kitty is here, I do that just for entertainment purposes. But if I ever forget to turn it off, of course, people just like, oh, look, it's his crotch. Why did he do this?
Some minds can never let go of that foundation. They would rather hold tight to the world in their mind than accept what they're being told.
And if that's so, what are you doing this time that will make any difference?
I have not come to speak, to convince, to plead, but to break the foundations of belief itself, to extinguish the lights that maintain the illusions we have created. We took on the mantles of gods from legends, and in so doing, made real what was false, crafted truth from fiction.
Oh, nice. I will definitely try to remember to tell other people at least once per stream, because I like that game. I have completely played through Subnautica 3 times, one of them on hardcore and twice on normal. It's a crotch camp, so I can see his puss.
The time has come for a new covenant between gods and mortals. One forged in the light of truth and understanding between our kind. I will leave this place and go to the lost city the Huana call Ukaizo. It is there that all souls pass through the machines of the gods, where all souls pass into the beyond before beginning their next life.
Oh, that was the end? Oh no, that's
when I reach that
McGran.
place, I will find our great machines and tear them to pieces. I will smash the great wheel until the lights of hell all gutter and die. And when my work is done, I will leave this world forever.
What? So, guys, when he said I will destroy the Great Wheel, he means, like, the Wheel of Reincarnation. So, like, right now in this world, when someone dies, their soul, they lose all their memories, and their soul is reborn into a new body. And that's how new generations are born. If he breaks the wheel, then the world will run out of... Like, in this world, there's no new souls, so the world runs out of souls, no more people. Like, after the next generation, we're done. So, what?
Both gods and mortals alike rely on the wheel. We depend on it for the souls that give us power. Mortals depend on it for the lives of future generations. Breaking it will force all of us to face the truth. We will fail together or move forward together. Either ending is preferable to the cycle we still find ourselves in.
Shoot him in the face! Fire your guns!
Dawn, wait! Before it's too late, you gotta take the souls I harvested for you.
The priestess thrusts her light-pulsing lantern outward, as if waiting for Aethys to take it from her.
They are not for me to take. Shodi, you are their guardian now. You are their protector. You have taken responsibility for them, and only you can decide their fate. Once again, The gods have put you in a precarious position, Watcher. Considering all the troubles I have put you through, the least I can do is protect you from the wrath Magrin has intended for me.
Roll eyes. Oh, praise Aothis. What an amazing gesture.
For your sake, I will ignore that. Brace yourself, Watcher.
If he doesn't shield me here, it would just be like roll end credits.
Guys and gals, we are literally being touched by the hand of God right now.
Despite herself, Shodi squeals. Trembling, she sways on her feet as if she might faint. Aethys' great hand floats away from the luminous Audra pillar. As it pulls back, for a brief moment you see a golden tether flash into existence between the pillar and the great Titan's back. When the Audra fingers gently cradle you, there is first a sensation of warmth, but it is followed by a harsh splitting of consciousness. Your awareness vacillates erratically between the physical world and the spiritual dimension of Aethys' body.
Can we get our soul back?
Your soul glides amid the many trapped with Aethys. As your brilliant form passes by them, they call and reach out for help. Below Aethys' body, the volcano erupts. Molten rock rushes over the great Audra body, but does not slow its movement. The great keep, recently abandoned by the Rathun, is quickly consumed by the lava. Your attention returns to the heart of Aethys' body. Deep within the whirling masses of souls, you again sense your own presence. The fragment that was taken from you.
It's me! And it's me!
This time, you reach out to it as it reaches out to you. You meet somewhere in the great mass of Audra, the rest of the souls fading at the edge of your awareness.
I'm running across the beach into my own arms.
We are together again. Are you ready to be together again?
Yeah, it's about time.
Are you certain? Since we've parted, you've become someone else, and I have become myself.
I'm reminded of the end of like Full Metal Alchemist right now.
When we join, we won't be ourselves anymore. Your senses yank back to your body, still in Aethys' hand. There is light, sunlight. He has emerged from Ashen Maw, the rim of the volcano and the great keep of the Rathun collapsing behind him. The Audra is barely visible through the thick lava covering his body, and still, he moves.
Ain't no big thing.
The ocean is gone, water sucked away, leaving only the bare seabed glistening in an ominous silence. You summon the strength to turn your head. Through the cracks in the great god's fingers, you see a wall of water, taller than Nekataka, taller than Aethys, as tall as the moon. It comes with the rumbling of a terrible stampede. The wave slams into Aethys. His hand closes, protecting you from the devastation. Somewhere in your mind, you hear Andra screaming.
Okay, so Andra is Takehu's mom, so she could be screaming in anger and throwing the ocean at him, or she could be like crying out like, "Oh crap, my boy."
You are back inside him, back with yourself.
Back inside him.
Are you still the same Watcher who returned the lost souls of the Deerwood to their intended bodies? A light shines within the soul as it observes you. Waiting. I am.
That's cool. That's a reference to how I ended the first game. There was like 12 endings to the first game. So it's remembering that pickup. Yes.
Good. Then this should be easy. You feel cool air, seawater. The back of your mind pulls your attention back to your body. Aethys stands amid the now calm waves. Kraken futilely clinging to his limbs as he gingerly sets down your ship with one hand.
Well, he's carrying my ship.
Carefully opens his other, setting your body on the deck. As your head comes to rest, your vision rocks forward, pulled back into the Audra, back to your soul. Some of us is lost to him. Fragments and the empty spaces between them. They will always be a part of him. But we are still us. And it's time for us to go. Together.
Together.
The soul rushes toward you, flying into you with ferocious.
He like football tackled me.
Thrust back through the Audra, out of the palm of Aethys' hand, back into your body. You can feel the sensation of your skin, the warmth of the Audra, but you are not fully in control.
What?
The other soul struggles to reach the surface of the body's consciousness, but you pull it down. Entangled, you float in a dark, boundless expanse. The more you fight each other, the closer you become, until somehow, impossibly, every piece of you is touching every piece of them. Through the distant window of your eyes, you see Aethys push slowly against your ship. Though his touch is light, it is still the touch of a god. The ship lurches, rapidly tearing across the water southward. His hand pulls away from your ship's wake.
Every piece of
His
you
body
touches every piece of him.
Towering overhead. The volcanic rock, now cooled and gently steaming, sloughs from his body as he moves. The Audra beneath is still immaculate, unmarred. He watches you depart, and you hear a voice in your mind as you sink deeper into the blackness of sleep.
Tell them what you have witnessed, Watcher. Tell them what is coming.
The windows of your eyes retreat into the distance. The fragment of your soul is so close to you in the darkness that you can't tell if its thoughts are separate from your own. Aethys is going to Ukaizo?
Aethys is going to Ukaizo.
He's going to stop the wheel?
He's going to stop the wheel.
Aethys is going to Ukaizo. Aethys is going to Ukaizo.
I must be really struggling to gather my thoughts right
The
now.
words repeat in your mind until they become an incessant, meaningless mantra. Involuntary meditation in the emptiness of your unconscious. When the words finally dissolve and become part of the darkness, you see a pinpoint of light. You no longer sense the other soul. No longer sense the person you were before Aethys touched you. You swim toward the light. As you come closer, the light becomes too
More and more this reminds me of the ending of Full Metal Brotherhood.
You settle in behind your eyes and feel your lips already moving, mumbling.
When Alphonse Elric gets his
Around your
body back
you
that he had
sense
grown.
familiar scents and sounds, voices raised in shock and alarm. You take control of your mouth, opening it wide and drawing a great breath.
Whoa! Explosive confrontation. Achievement earned, 2 more blessings gained, total 37 blessings. Yeah, Rockin', I don't know, is that considered touching yourself if it's the other half of your soul? Whoa, wait, we're all the way back in Nekataka? This is way away. A pounding headache drags you most of the way back to your senses. Your vision blurs and an acrid taste fills your parched mouth. The details of the room slowly come into focus, the sounds of an ongoing debate a distant echo.
Are we simply going to wait? What if he never wakes up?
Are those frilled collars stuffed in your ears? If the Watcher's mumblings are right, then Aethys is marching on Ukaizo. We have to move. He's seizing power from the very gods who betrayed him. Destroying the wheel to make sure they never come back.
She shakes her head and chuckles with grim appreciation.
It's a coup, and we have to muster the strength to stop it.
The unraveling of Kohopa from Tangaloa is our greatest test from the gods, I say. We must live to deserve the world they make for us.
The assembled leaders turn their attention away from each other in a prolonged and thoughtful silence. At last, you feel fully present and steady on your feet. The attention of the room abruptly shifts to you, filling the void with expectant whispers. My head.
Good, you're awake. Just when I was worried we were going to stand around all day talking.
She glares briefly at the rest of the assembly. I like how I just regained consciousness, but somehow none of this is my fault.
Oh, welcome back, Captain. If you're wondering about the taste, Ishi was trying to feed you bugs while you were asleep.
What? Why are you trying to feed me bugs?
We are beyond helping each other, you and I. But Ngati persists in keeping you on her watery game board.
Onakaza sighs through her nose and directs her attention to the assembled dignitaries. Now, for anyone who missed the stream the other day, the queen does not like me because there was a dragon being kept prisoner under their city, and I let it free, and next thing I know, it's like, thanks, buddy, and then it went up and started attacking the city. So she's very cross with me. I was just trying to free the dragon.
The Deadfire is no stranger to cataclysm. We can survive by cleaving to a shared purpose, a greater good, Akira.
She looks to each of the envoys in turn. If the wheel was built with self-acclaimed gods and it's the only thing that keeps returning the souls, what was in the time before the wheel? Was there even more souls than animals? I don't know. I mean, maybe the wheel predates the current fake gods. Maybe they were also born of that.
For what else did the gods place us here? We who have ships and resources enough to make a difference.
Castle glances around the room at the gathered parties, his brows climbing.
What we need is brass. Roatai has ships and cannons aplenty, but the only way I'm sending them is if...
She breaks off at the boom of a door slamming open. Commotion echoes from the entrance hall as everyone turns toward the noise. Her hand strays to her gun. The sound of approaching footsteps grows in volume as a courier scrambles into the throne room, panting and glistening with sweat. His mouth opens and closes like a fish, gasping desperately for breath.
Ships have formed the blockade around Queen's Berth. Their commander demands parley with Serpent's Crown.
What? But what about our ships? I must get a message through to the captains.
For what do our enemies paint a target on their hull? This is a stirring bid for my attention.
Onakaza narrows her gaze past the open door.
Send word to my water shapers to drain the sea around the flagship. I would parley on better terms than this.
Onakaza begins to rise, but the courier speaks up ahead of her.
My queen! They fly the colors of pirates! The Principe are...
Huck, arrival at long last.
Two-eyed Pym. A rich and confident voice sounds from the open door. A motley sailors who don't hold the Huana guards at bay with drawn weapons take in some of the more opulent decorations with avid interest. One pirate separates out from the fold, sauntering boldly forward.
Ikosi, ladies and gents, if you would but forgive the intrusion.
He sweeps a courtly bow, but when he rises, he aims twin firearms around the room.
Surely you understand. We Principe have a vested
Can I kill him
interest
now?
in concerns of the open sea. The sea which grows increasingly volatile due to a rogue god.
You painted vagrants are a plague on my tribes. Why should I not hang you from the walls of my garden?
Onakaza grips the handrests of her throne as if ready to vault up and attack.
You should be asking yourself how they got in here in the first place.
She glowers in the direction of the throne.
You assembled to solve the problems of the Deadfire, Huck. The Principe will also have a voice in these discussions. You can rest assured, while we meet, our blockade will not fire on the port unless provoked.
Yes, well, if you have a point, pirate, I suggest you reach it quickly.
We're supposed to take a bunch of pirates at their word?
She crosses her arms, the wooden hand groaning. He shrugs, offering no counter-argument. Why is attack not an option? Wow, number 2 is awful. We're all gonna die. Listen.
Perkamplanka, this is nonsense. I have no intention of letting Ukaizo fall into the hands of plunderers and thieves.
Ukaizo? What could the lost city of gold mean to any of this?
Aothis is going to shatter life and death while the rest of you bicker over land rights.
Deverus? That sounds grim.
He crosses his arms, no longer concerned with holding the palace guards at gunpoint.
Are you saying that any who perish in the future will cease to be reborn?
Maybe not at first, but eventually Aora will be starved of life.
And how do you propose we ought to stop this?
Let us speak now of what can be done. Must be done. Watcher, you know best of all of us what our options are.
More answers could become apparent once we land at Ukaizo.
The Huana made compacts with the gods on Lost Ukaizo. Anything can happen on the shores of our ancestors.
Onikaza nods.
I say it is a place where mortals can reach beyond themselves, do freely what animancers struggle to dream.
We have to act quickly. Defending Ukaizo is the highest priority.
A pensive, focused look sharpens the lines in her face. She scratches her cheek with the fingers of her wooden hand.
Our ships are fast and well-equipped. We could sail to the edge of Ondra's mortar. See if Aethys' passage opens a way through the storms.
She narrows her eyes, watching the others.
I agree that we must take immediate action. However, there can be no dispute that the Principe is the Deadfire's fastest fleet.
The pirate captain chuckles to himself as his rival's ensuing glare.
Not fast enough to outrun our cannons, pirate.
She stares daggers at the chuckling captain before returning her attention to you.
Of course, finding Ukaizo once we're through is another matter.
If you can get me through Ondra's mortar, I can take you to Ukaizo.
That's so. You just might be able to save us.
She scratches her chin, an eager glimmer in her eye.
We speak of collectively sailing for Ondra's mortar, but this crown will not support any plan that involves a single outsider ship landing on the shores of Ukaizo.
Then we're all gonna die, you dumb idiot. A hush falls across the room as Onikaza makes her proclamation.
It is for this moment that the gods test me. Anyone who seeks to cross Ondra's mortar will learn that the gates of Ukaizo are the end of compromise with the Huana.
We're not here to debate over territory. Our souls are in jeopardy.
If the Huana cannot take back our beginning, then our end fast approaches. The gods will judge us by our devotion to Ukaizo.
The gods aren't even gods.
Are you going to guard it as closely as you've guarded your palace today?
Ooh, sick burn. She shoots a meaningful stare at the pirates in the room.
Ukaizo was yours once, and you lost it. Meanwhile, the storms that cover Ondra's mortar plague Rauatai too. We will help the Watchers stop Aethys, but we will not leave our country's future in soft hands. We hope the Watcher agrees.
She nods to you.
Watcher, there are two kinds of people in the Deadfire. Those who have called it home since time immemorial, and opportunists.
You've been a jerk to me, like you captured a dragon, you tortured it for centuries, draining it of power to feed your magic. Just now, you told me you're not gonna let me go to the island that I need to get to save all our freaking souls because of heritage. I mean, even if your people have been here since time immemorial, you seem like a really bad leader.
With Ukaizo under our control, the Huana would restore order as it has not been seen since the days of our ancestors.
Well, there's probably a good reason for that. She nods slowly, holding your gaze all the while.
By your own deeds, you have no part in these plans. I ask that you do not interfere in the work of the Huana.
I wasn't till this. Onikaza tips her head down, her eyes dark and full of restrained fury. It might just be your imagination, but the temperature of the hall seems to grow colder. Well, that's right, she's a cipher. She can do mind reading. She can probably tell I'm pretty upset with her right now.
Order. And the only question is whether it will be the order of ignorance and tradition, or else of conquest. The secrets to be found in Ukaizo could elevate us all beyond the telling. I will not relinquish that dream so easily.
With that, Castell turns to stride away, his shoulders set in a rigid line.
No decision will be made today, I see. Then we must return to our ships. Watcher, while the masses quarrel, know that we will sail for the Golden City. If you desire to join us, you know where the Consuelo meets.
The Council.
Watcher, I say the time to play at freelancing is at an end. Any of us could get you to Ukaizo, but only one of us will stand by your side.
Studying you carefully, Onikaza nods and gestures for her attendants to clear the room. Oh, so is this like a pick a faction thing?
While we have the chance.
Oh, the prince wants to talk.
My sister says we are not to work together. She says it loudly.
Aruihi massages his brow and winces.
As surely as Kahopa devours Tengaloa, Onikaza and I are of different minds. But together we are the harpoon the tribes can hurl at our enemies. I must follow her lead.
I guess I'll be taking my business elsewhere.
Your business with Onikaza is finished. I say you will get nothing from me. Turn your sail from the Deadfire, I say. You would not want to sail the same waters as my sister.
Oh my gosh. I wonder how much it would hurt me if I went upstairs and shot his sister. It would probably wreck the game. I'm not gonna do it. But damn. Alright, so what does the quest say now? Forge alliances or prepare your ship for a hard voyage. The Deadfire won't survive the journey without significant upgrades, and I'll need the very best hull and sails available. The headquarters, I like... Oh, gosh. Was it the Valen Trading Company? Oh my gosh. I don't remember the lady with the wooden hand. I really liked her. Was she the one in Queen's Birth? The one in Brass Citadel? I think she was the one in Brass Citadel, so I guess she's with Royal Deadfire Company? Okay. Alright. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it here. I'm going to save the game. But I really like this, by the way. It's a nice little light effect on the floor. So I'm going to pause here and take a break here for the night and pick up here tomorrow. For everyone that is still with us, as always, thank you for joining me. It is a pleasure having you here. If you are new to the channel, I stream every single night from at least 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time. And if you aren't already, be sure to hit that follow button. It'll make it easier for you to tell when we're online. If you wish to join us again in the future, it's always RPG-type content. And at the end of every stream, we always raid somebody else. So if you are willing, stick around for like another 10 seconds after the stream ends, and we'll bomb into somebody else's channel. Just find someone to raid. Just put a smile on somebody's face. That's it. Looks like there's no one else streaming PoE 2, but there is someone streaming PoE 1, so we'll raid this guy. I've never met him before. So that'll be the end of tonight's stream. I hope y'all have a good night. I hope to see you tomorrow, and the raid will start in about 15 seconds. Peace.